State championship. Wait. We got us 2 state championships here today on ESPN Radio and streaming online as well. Andy Griffin, Devin Dixon live from Burns Arena. Oh, man, it is that day every high school kid dreams about when you get a chance, if you're lucky enough, to play for a state championship. My buddy here, Devin, I know he's done that. He's played for a state championship.
Yeah.
I never have.
Yeah, I got to play a couple times, sophomore, senior year. Not in basketball, though, football. Also got a couple chances in high school in state golf tournaments. So it's a fun feeling, some fond memories and some memories we made. And, you know, it's why we love this game. Obviously, it's going to be pure elation for one of these teams, Desert Hills and Ridgeline in this girls' title game. And then the agony of defeat for one of them. You work so hard and you come up just a little bit short today. But I expect this to be a really good game. 2 very, very talented teams. This thing went chalk, Andy. You got the 1 and the 2 seeds matched up.
That doesn't usually happen, does it?
On the boys and girls side. It's chalk, baby. Jay Billis and Joey Brackets would be proud of the high school 4A bracket this year.
Let's talk about our great sponsor of this game, Ideal Paint. Ideal Home and Paint since 1975, locally owned in southern Utah by Ray Odette with 2 locations. Got Ideal Distributors for your automotive paint on Tabernacle and Ideal Home and Paint at 4096 South River Road. Hey, Ideal has that. And, of course, pregame. Brought to you by Interior Design Center. Make your house more of a home. See some of the stylish looks on Instagram or go to interior-designcenter.com. And, Devin, I want you, if you would, address maybe what's going through, not thinking about the elation or the agony, but the nervousness right now, right before a state championship game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's going to be some nerves, but you got to translate that into adrenaline. Adrenaline can really fuel you. I say it a lot in state championship games. You got to play on the edge, but not over the edge, because you don't want to get quick foul trouble, and you don't want to come out and make some silly turnovers. So you got to harness that adrenaline, use it to your betterment, but don't let it get out of control in this one. But sure, I mean, gosh, you got a freshman in Emily Skinner as a rising star for Ridgeline. This is her first state championship game. She's just a puppy. She's just a freshman. And then you've got, some seniors that can calm the nerves. And boy, oh boy, Andy, as we watched her Monday, I didn't realize she was a freshman until after the game on Monday.
Same here, yeah.
And she is so talented. And then you've got a bunch of seniors, upperclassmen, like Sade Turlington and Olivia Clough and Julia Jacobson for Desert Hills that came up short last year. They get to the big show here today, and they want to go out on top, so it's going to be fun. It'll be interesting to see if Desert Hills tries to monster Skinner a little bit. You know, they've had to deal with a sensational freshman from Snow Canyon in Olivia Hamlin all year long, and Enid Viafanua and Sade Turlington took turns guarding Hamlin in the regular season, and I'm sure they'll probably be the main 2 people trying to slow down Emily Skinner in this game today.
Our game, again, brought to you by Ideal Home and Paint Interior Design Center. We'll be coming up. We'll be talking about our Camping World keys to the game. We'll have our, starting lineup brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course and a Star Watch. And I think I know who our Star Watch players are going to be in this one. Let's take a, 2-minute timeout. It's pregame. Thank you so much to all the sponsors that put us on the air. And, of course, Dustin and Matt to my left here putting us on the video stream as well. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more pregame brought to you by Interior Design Center after this.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah, and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Man, I'm having a hard time with it. I know, it's mine. party already? Man, what got into that guy?
Oh, he got high-speed internet from InfoWest.
Really?
It's making us look bad.
InfoWest, the internet people.
Few rows up here at Burns Arena, Andy and Devin with a 4A now, 4A Girls Championship. And in about a couple hours, we're going to have the 4A Boys Championship as well. Region 10 with 3 of 4 teams in the title game. You've got Dixie Snow Canyon in the boys game, and in the girls game, you've got Desert Hills here. Ridgeline, the party crasher, but I'll tell you what, this team has earned its way here. 23 wins on the season, Devin.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams have put impressive resumes together. That's why they're the number 1 and the number 2 seed, and that's why I think this is going to be a really good game. And, Andy, they have met. They played up in Cache Valley in a preseason tournament. Ridgeline did win that game. Hard-fought win by 4 points, I believe it was. So they have met. But that seems so long ago. These teams have probably changed some sets and some presses and changed some offensive, sets that they run. And, it's interesting. Ridgeline, they play together a lot. This high school team also has an AAU team. They play a lot of games. I see that trend. When you can keep a lot of your core girls playing AAU ball and then transfer through the summer all the way through the fall into the winter season, the chemistry is just really, really good. And both these teams have really good chemistry. We saw in the boys game coming up a little later, I know Snow Canyon and Dixie, they play a lot of Summer League AAU, go to big tournaments all over the West to try to get them ready for the high school basketball season. Now, the AAU game's a little bit different, but one thing you can always count on is good team chemistry, and that's important.
I think these two teams have mastered that part of it, by the way, Devin.
That's why they're here.
Chemistry is there because here they are in the championship game. What can we glean from that game? The one thing I was thinking about this as the season progresses, the team you see in late November, in December, not really the same team. Same players, but a completely different progression has happened. And you've got a different team when you look at them again here in February.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams, well coached, Coach Jinx. She's really done a really nice job with Ridgeline. And then Coach DeNoss. I mean, Coach DeNoss has been a coach around the region in different sports. In fact, he's also the Desert Hills boys golf coach. And so
used to coach, a lot of things. Great guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And man, he would love. He's probably a couple years away from retiring, and drifting off into vacay mode or whatever, but man, he'd like to put one more state championship on the mantle. That trophy, that would feel good. So it's not going to come easy. Ridgeline is the 1 seed. They're probably a slight favorite in this game. I would guesstimate they would be, based on that earlier season 4-point win, a 2-3 point favorite in this game, so to speak. But it's that tight. It's that tight, and it'll be really interesting. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, who can get off to that hot start? Who can not be nervous and use that adrenaline to their advantage? That's the important thing. Desert Hills got off to a little bit of a slow start and then finally picked things up in the second half yesterday. Ridgeline has had hot starts throughout this state tournament. They're a fast start team, so that'll be something to watch for as we're 10 minutes away from the tip-off here. Who can get off to that hot start? You always love to play with the lead. You have to exert a lot of more energy when you're trying to come from behind. Maybe you have to press and you really have to get up and defend. And let's be honest, Andy, conditioning is going to be a factor. You now had to play 3 games in 3 days.
That was my next question. You beat me to it. Go for it.
Yeah, which of these teams is got gas left in the tank, basically? And that's something we'll probably not really be able to get a true look at until we get into that second half and there's a bunch of minutes already played, because I think that adrenaline will kind of help them in that first half. But that second half, that's where you look at that fatigue and who doesn't show signs of fatigue, I think is going to have an advantage in the second half.
Ridgeline again, a couple of blowout wins. I think it ended up being a 12-point game yesterday. They were up 20 early. Got within, I think, 6 it was. But, they got the job done. Ridgeline 23-1 on the year. Desert Hills, pretty good record. They went undefeated in region play. Is it enough? Was it enough? We'll find out. One thing we found out about Desert Hills, they didn't get down. They got behind, but they didn't get down. And you could see, even Coach Denas said it at halftime, we just need to play our game. We play our game, which is running and gunning and, hitting the open player, hitting the open shot. He said, we start playing our game, we're going to be in fine shape, and he was absolutely right.
Yeah, Skyview, really good team yesterday. They came into that, I think it was 16-9, Desert Hills 18-4. Olivia Clove, Sade Turlington, Enid Vifanu all had 13 points, and really they were able to get out and get turnovers into transition offense, and that's where Desert Hills was able to pull away and get the double-digit win yesterday. Julia Jacobson, 10 points. Sidell Springer chipped in 6. That's your starting 5. Nobody from the bench scored. That'll be another thing to watch for, Andy. Which of these teams' benches can come up with 4 or 6 key points, just giving those starters a little bit of break, trying to keep them fresher and getting into that second half. Girls like Hannah Heaton, Lacey Jones, maybe Jenna Brown. That's really the 3 bench players that we've only seen in the state tournament. So just an 8-man, rotation for the state tournament for Coach Denas. Meanwhile, Ridgeline will turn to some other players off the bench outside of Macy Brown and Elise Livingston, who's been great in the state tournament. She had 15 yesterday in their win. Hallie Smith can really shoot the 3. Brenly Weiss, another big down low. Then they've got some depth on A. Wallace. McKady Jenks, she's only a freshman, don't know how much time she'll see, but the coach's daughter, if they need to go a little bit deeper into the bench. Mikkel Perry, another player that will see significant minutes off the bench, unless they decide to start her in this one today. So who can come up with some bench points? Always a factor in a game like this when all the marbles are on the line.
All right, we've tenderized the meat. Now let's get to the appetizer. It's the Camping World Keys to the Game here on ESPN Radio. Your 2022 adventure starts at Camping World in St. George. Find huge selection of all the top brands, plus sales, parts, service, and a full retail store at 1500 Auto Mall Drive, or go to campingworldstgeorge.com. First of all, the keys for the underdogs, the Desert Hills Lady Thunder.
Well, you got to slow down Emily Skinner. She averages 18 points a game. She had 24 yesterday. Had a sensational first half, 15 in the first half, ended with 24. No field goals in the second half. All those points came from the free throw line, so they got to try to limit her foul shot attempts because she's an excellent free throw shooter, and I think that number is under 18. If you can hold her under the season average, that's going to be a key for Desert Hills. They got to limit the turnovers, and they got to rebound and run and try to get some of those open court steals with the crafty guard line of Clough and Vifanu and Turlington. If they can get some steals that get out and run and get some transition points, fast break points, that's going to be a big key for Coach Denas and the Lady Thunder.
You mentioned rebounding. I agree with you on that part of it for sure. I thought Skyview dominated the glass in some ways, helped them get the lead early in that game against Desert Hills yesterday. Now Desert Hills has got to crash the glass and make sure that Emily Skinner and company don't own the offensive glass. Now, Camping World, keys to the game for the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Well, everything runs through Emily Skinner, but she doesn't have to have set plays. She can go rebound, get put back. So they want the star, the rising freshman, the star, to play like she's played this entire state tournament. I think ball movement for Ridgeline, they know each other. Talking about the chemistry earlier, if they can get the ball moving quickly and force that defense to really try to rotate and get open looks and then shoot a high percentage, that's going to be a big key. Obviously, they got to be careful to limit the turnovers because Desert Hills is good at creating turnovers, and those will be some of the big factors in this game. And again, we talked about it a little bit yesterday in both the semifinal games. I think it's going to be very important again today. I think for both teams, shooting the three-point shot. If you're open, you got to knock down. The team that maybe shoots 35, 40% from the three-point line, pretty good percentage for a high school girls basketball team. I think that's going to, two is great, but 3 is better than 2 on the scoreboard. So I think that three-point shot going to be pretty important.
All right, we're about 6 minutes till tip-off. We're going to take another break. When we come back, our Star Watch, will it be Skinner?
It's got to be AG.
We'll also have our Sky Mountain Golf Course starting lineup. A 2-minute timeout as we get ready for the 4A State Girls Championship game coming up in just 5 minutes or so.
Are you unsure about your flooring and window covering projects? Look no further than the experts at Brent's Interiors. Brent's Interiors has been inspiring the people of St. George and surrounding areas with our beautiful showroom full of flooring and window coverings. Our incredible design team can help educate you on all the newest design, styles, and color options. Brent's Interiors, just another reason friends send friends to Brent's Interiors, a Flooring America dealer. Visit Brent'sInteriorsFlooringAmerica.com.
This is Dr. Burke from Burke & Beckstrom Orthodontics. Did you know that you don't need a referral from your dentist to visit us? That's right. We offer complimentary consultations with no strings attached, no pressure, and no referral needed. We are often asked, what is the best age for me to take my child in to see you? We are in agreement with the American Association of Orthodontists and want to do the first orthodontic consultation at age 7. This will ensure that growth and development are normal and allow for preventive or corrective treatment to ensure that a small problem at a young age does not become a bigger problem later on. Give us a call or visit us online at BurkeandBeckstromOrtho.com and learn how we can help you and your family smile forward.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome back, Andy and Dylan, as we are here at Burns Arena. What a week it's been in this arena. Of course, we had the overtime Dixie State-Utah Valley game on Saturday night, and then the state tournament on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's today, and I think maybe one of the highlights yesterday was that kind of buzzer beater by Snow Canyon in a game that had a weird ending. A technical foul ended up tying the game and giving the ball to Skyview. But then the steal
by Will Warner,
the shot and miss, but rebounded by Lyman Simmons for the winner with about 2 seconds left. Of course, Dixie then followed that up with a big win, and we've got an all-Region 10 championship boys game. But we're here to talk about girls, and let's talk about Star Watch today. We have some stars out there. Now, I think it would be easy to pick a star for Ridgeline, but who's the star for Desert Hills? We'll talk about, by the way, Star Watch brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine. Improved speed, power, agility, and overall performance at Intermountain Sports Performance. Certified trainers, they've been helping athletes for more than 2 decades. Call 251-2299.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to overlook the freshman, Emily Skinner. And a lot of times I'd go, hey, who's the senior on this team? Ridgeline don't have any seniors.
No
Livingston's a sophomore, the second leading scorer on this team, and she was great yesterday. She had 15 points. So to me, it's got to be probably one of those two. Macy Brown's really talented. Weiss is an up-and-coming talent. I like how Mikkel Perry plays, but it's Emily Skinner. I mean, she's simply that type of player. Remember Amber Karchner from Logan last year? Mm-hmm. She was phenomenal. And this Skinner girl is kind of that next big player out of Cache Valley, so I don't think we have to overthink it. I think she's your Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch for the Riverhawks, but you're right, it is more complicated. You could go with Via Fanua, Olivia Clove, Sade Turlington was our player of the game yesterday again. Obviously Julia Jacobson. I think Julia is kind of 7 the first day in the state tournament, then she had 10 yesterday. I think she's due a breakout performance. So, the other 3 guards are all interchangeable to me. I think really Jacobson needs to have a big performance. So I think we go Jacobson as our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player for Coach Denos and the Lady Thunder. By the way, shout out to Sade's mom. Julie watching in attendance today, but she sent me a note this morning saying thanks for all the kind words and has enjoyed watching, going back and watching the broadcasts on the archive. And so, man, as a parent, Andy, they're just as excited as these kids are for this moment.
Maybe even more.
Oh, yeah. And so it's going to be fun to see how it plays out.
We are just seconds away from the start of the 4A Girls Championship game. I see Jeff Clough down there on the court patrolling around, ready to hand out some trophies here in about, 90 minutes or so. We'll be handing those gold and silver trophies out as we get ready for the starting line. I believe we may have a national anthem before we get started. I think we're going to. So we'll take a 90-second, no, let's make it a 2-minute break. 2-minute break, and then the Sky Mountain starting lineup after this.
Voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see AdamsWealthAdvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Communities are built
one connection at a time.
Lives are changed
one moment at a time.
At TDS, we believe in the power of people. We believe in the power of community.
We believe in the power of connection.
So far, over 1,000 employees
have given over 16,000 hours of time
to over 1,000 organizations.
And we're just getting started.
Because we believe the power of doing good together
powers better tomorrows for us all.
Finishing up our national anthem here at Burns Arena. Pretty good crowd, Devin, as they start to fill in. We're used to some girls' games you get 100 or two, but boy, we've got maybe 1,500 folks here for this 4A State Girls Championship. And kudos to the Ridgeline fans who made the long trek down here. I'm sure they were hoping to have a doubleheader today, boys and girls, but they'll settle for having the girls in the state championship as Ridgeline takes on Desert Hills. And ready for starting lineup in a minute.
And I was going to say, I didn't catch her name, but I think they said the assistant principal just sang the anthem from Ridgeline. That was a great rendition. I loved it. Great job.
Heartfelt for sure. It was weird because the first half of the song was really fast. I'm like, oh, we're going to be done in time. And then she slowed down.
Yeah.
But great job. Little Whitney Houston style national anthem here. I guess I'm getting old. I reference Whitney Houston. You've been dead for 10 years.
Yeah, no.
High school kids are like, who?
The country singer that sang the anthem definitely went over.
Faith Hill?
No, it was an up-and-coming one. I'm trying to think of her name.
Oh, the recent Super Bowl.
Yeah, the country artist. Yeah. And, they have a prop bet. You could actually bet the length
I heard
over
about that. It was
or
135,
under.
Wasn't it?
I think it was more like 142, but you could bet over or under 133. Or
they went way over. They were 2 minutes or something.
Why not? I would take my time and soak up that moment as well. Now they're going to introduce the entire team for each team before we get the starting lineup. So
let's talk about our Sky Mountain starting lineup for the starters. in this one. For Ridgeline, again, the designated home team, they'll be wearing white in this contest, and we all know who she is. She might only be 14 years old or 15 years old, but Emily Skinner is a name that everybody knows in girls basketball in the state of Utah. Skinner averaging nearly 20 points a game, 18.4 a game. She wears number 5, and the little F by her name doesn't mean she's a bad student. That means she's a freshman, yes, a 9th grader. She doesn't even go to Ridgeline. She goes to the middle school.
That's a great point. Yeah, she's not driving yet a car, but she can drive the lane as good as anybody, no matter how old she is. She's worth the price of admission. I mean, I'd seen her stats coming into the quarterfinal Monday, but once I saw her play, I went, wow. And then after the game, I'm like, she's only a freshman? I mean, unbelievable talent. So exciting to see where her career could take her.
Different style player, but it reminds me of Ashley Beckstrand when she was a freshman. She was on that team with all those great players, including Haley Bodner, that won a state championship for Desert Hills years ago. And, she busted through as a freshman. Had a great career, but, boy, it's just the beginning for Emily Skinner and her 23-1 Riverhawks. Their second leading scorer at Ridgeline is just a sophomore, Devin, Elise Livingston, at 12 points a game. You've got a 9th grader and a 10th grader leading you to a 23-1 record. That's amazing.
Yeah, no question about it. The future is now. I mean, they're in a title game, but boy, they're going to be, think about it. If they win this one with Skinner, a freshman, they could go back to back to back to back. I mean, they've got that kind of a team and a roster. They don't have a senior on this team, Andy.
Other starters brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course. Number 22 is Macy Brown at 7.4 a game. Number 25 is Haley Smith. Smith at 7.9 a game. And down low, we've got Brinley Weiss, or is it Weiss?
Weiss, yep.
Brinley Weiss at 3.5 points a game. Your starting 5 brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course. Hit it to the sky at the beautiful Sky Mountain Golf Course in Hurricane, Utah. Call for a tee time today. For my money, the best view in golf. 635-7888. Now, starting for the Desert Hills, Lady Thunder. Number 2 is Sidell Springer. Springer, a couple of big shots in the game yesterday. She averages about 5 points a game. Number 3 is Sade Turlington. Sade Turlington is the point guard. She does a lot of great things, and we saw her make one of the best 25-foot bounce pass leading the break the other day. Turlington wears number 3. Number 5 is Julia Jacobson. Jacobson came into this tournament, and she still does lead the team in scoring, but she's been kind of quiet, Devin, first 2 days. Maybe it's her breakout chance today. Number 13, Enid Viafanua. Enid averaging 10 points a game. And number 22, the sharpshooter from deep, Olivia Clough, averaging 8 points a game. She had 3 3-pointers in the game yesterday.
Yeah, and not only did Sade score 13 yesterday, how about this, 10 rebounds and 8 assists. I mean, she messed around and nearly got a triple-double, as Ice Cube likes to rap about. I mean, it was a sensational performance for Sade Turlington, and she'll try to do it again today. And her and Skinner could be matched up a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Viafanua starts on Skinner, though, defensively for the Thunder. That was, I think, something that they used a lot when they tried to defend Snow Canyon freshman star Olivia Hamlin. They used Viafanua, and then in stints, they would put Sade on her as well to give Enid a blow. So I would expect that same philosophy for Desert Hills in this one.
Are you going to double Emily Skinner in this game if you're Desert Hills?
She's hard to double because she catches the ball all over the place. It's not like she's just a 5 and you're just doubling it in the block. I mean, she catches it out on the wing. She catches it at the elbow. If you want to zone her, she can be that moving player. She can run the baseline. So I think there'll be some moments, where they will try to double her, but I don't know if they can do it all game long because of how hard it is to find her on the floor.
It'll be Brown jumping against Jacobson, our Simply Wisdom Teeth center jump to start this basketball game. And it goes up, it is tipped back, and it is Jacobson that wins the tip. And the visiting Thunder will start with the basketball.
By the way, their students a whiteout because it snowed in St. George today.
It was really strange. Baseline, Turlington kicks it back outside. Around the horn they go. They try to get it into Jacobson. Right down the lane, lefty layup up and good for Jacobson.
Yeah, that's why I picked her Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch. I think she's due a 18, 20-point game. Plays like that is what she's lived on all season long.
2-0 early. They look inside, try to get it in the post, and it's ripped and stolen away by Viafanua. Here come the Thunder.
Hey, trying to feed it into Skinner, and Viafanua just reached in and took it away.
Ball tipped and goes out of bounds off of Ridgeline. Ridgeline players thought it went off of the knee of Turlington, but referee says nope. Just underway for a state title game. Electricity in the air here at Burns Arena. Thunder will start with the basketball. Springer, backdoor pass, Jacobson, and she is going early.
Yep.
Back-to-back buckets to start things off for Julia Jacobson.
Yep, and Coach Denaw said, I don't really have to try to get her going. She gets herself going. She's that type of player. So I don't think coaches had to say anything. Julia, though, definitely getting some design plays to her early on.
Hard drive and a lefty layup is too hard. No good, and Desert Hills will come back the other way. Turlington drives, kicks it to Springer. Round the horn they go. Open three, too hard, no good. Jacobson had the board but couldn't hold it. And Ridgeline comes out of there with the basketball.
That was smart. You got the shot you wanted. Springer and now it's tip.
Ball goes to the floor, and we're probably going to have a held ball. We do. Simply Wisdom Teeth jump ball.
Yeah, Elise Livingston had it poked away by Sade Turlington, and then obviously the pile up and the jump ball. Those quick hands at Desert Hills, they're very good at getting tips and getting in passing lanes.
And they live and die by forcing turnovers and getting out and running. And right now, Desert Hills up 4-0. We played less than 2 minutes. State championship game. Ridgeline, another drive into the lane, cut off, nowhere to go with it. Looking for a little bit of help. Almost a 5 count. That'd be about 4.5 on that held ball, but no call. Now Skinner with a little crossover in the lane. Spin move, one-handed hook up and good. And a foul on Viafanua.
Wow, beautiful move by Emily Skinner. You can see how smooth the crossover into a spin move. I didn't see a foul there. I think that's a ticky-tack foul. Viafanua went straight up, but still, the move was sensational, and you'll take it if you're Coach Jinx. And maybe that'll just jumpstart Skinner's day.
Well, she's got 3 as she makes the free throw. 4-3, 2:10 into this game. Turlington pushes hard, scoops it up off the rim. No good. Rebound goes to the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Caught from behind, and I believe we're going to get Turlington on a reaching foul. Looks like the offensive player saw her at the last second and covered up, and that created the foul situation for Sade.
Yeah, definitely don't want to, get too many fouls to where you put somebody else in the bonus too early in this first half. We're just getting going. A couple quick ones on the Thunder, but they play aggressive. Coach Denos, wants them playing aggressive in this game today.
Ball inside, backdoor cut, and a basket up and good.
Nice shot by Macy Brown. Was it Brown or was it Weiss? 22 or 32, Andy?
I think it was 22.
I think you were right. I think it was Macy Brown. I think it was a left-handed shot, too. I think that's an offhand, if I'm not mistaken.
5-4, Ridgeline on top. These two teams played a long time ago, a few months ago, and it was a Ridgeline close 4-point win as there's a foul in the lane on a nice cut by Springer.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Springer just working through the offense. Good pass right on the hands by Clough, and Livingston knew it. She was just trying to say, I'm not going to give you an easy one. Go earn it from the line.
Yeah, that's one of those. Don't give them a 3-point play. If you're going to foul, make sure they don't get the shot up, and actually paid off. Free throw no good.
Springer doesn't get as much credit how great she's been because of some of the stars around her, but she's been a very solid player for Coach Ron DeNoss all year long.
We're going to have a lane violation. You know what's funny is both teams went in. Both Turlington and I believe it was Weiss went into the lane.
That's a mistake. He took a point off the board there. Every point matters in a title bout, Andy.
5-4 the count. Ball stolen away. Jacobson read it. She's going to go coast to coast. Lefty layup is good. Maybe should have been a foul too.
Huge steal. That's what Desert Hills did when they pulled away yesterday, getting those passing lanes, cutting it off, and then getting out and running transition points. And Jacobson's your 5-post. She doesn't look like a 5-post out there running that break.
Looked like a point guard.
Great finish with the left hand. Somebody better give her a Scully if she hasn't got one yet.
Lefty layup on a nice drive is up in the end, and I believe that's Livingston with her first basket.
Yeah, Elise has had a great state tournament. I mean, if they were doing an all-tournament team, she would be on that first team if you ask me, based on how she's played the first 2 games.
7-6 our count, not quite halfway through quarter number 1 in this 4A State Girls Championship. Turlington thought about the 3, drives in, now kicks it in the corner. Had to reach for the catch. Usually that means you miss. Not this time. as a three-pointer is up and good for Sedell Springer. No, it wasn't Springer.
It was Olivia Clough.
Olivia.
Olivia Clough, Team D3. She continues to stroke the three so well here at the Burns.
Shot no good. Thunder trying to fast break, but it's stolen away. We're going the other way with it. 9-7 the count. Desert Hills on top. Backdoor pass again. Nice pass. Back outside. Chance for a three-pointer. That's up no good. Rebound fought for and taken away by Brown and company. She passes it to a teammate who lays it up and in.
Just great job on the glass. And then when you look up, Macy Brown's like, oh, there's Skinner right at the rim. Easy little shovel pass, and Skinner drops it home. Tied at 9. Haven't settled anything. Great start for both teams, really, in a lot of ways, Andy.
Skinner with 5. 9-9 is the count. Turlington in the lane. Back out to Viafanua. Viafanua is so quick. She often leads the break and gets passes from Turlington.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Enid, a better score from the field. Not a pure three-point shooter. Actually, Skinner's only a 33% shooter, and you see her averaging 18 points a game.
Viafanua thought about the three. Gets it back outside to Springer. Now to Viafanua in three-point land on the angle right. She drives baseline. Tries to get it to Jacobson. It's tipped and stolen away. Turnovers were a big factor early in the game yesterday for Desert Hills. And then in their favor later on in the game. Jump shot up, no good. Flat-footed rebound for Jacobson. It was left side, Turlington. Turlington drives in. No, that was Viafanua. Kicks it in the corner. 3 out of the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be out of bounds off of D. Hills. Pretty good look over there by Springer.
Yeah, it took a look down, then popped back out. I mean, she didn't miss by much, and you still love the hustle there, trying to save it by Olivia Clough. I was joking. Her dad said, stopped by and said, hi, Paul. She's actually the niece of Jeff Clough, who is with the UHSAA. And I said, Paul, did you count how many times Olivia gets on the floor? And he's like, I stopped counting years ago. She's been doing that her whole career. But that time she didn't actually fall when she tried to save it in bounds. We'll have to get the floor count going for Olivia. I bet she hits the deck 4 or 5 times in this game.
And she can shoot the three, along with everything else. Ball on the offensive end and near steal, but coming away with it are the Riverhawks.
Now you got Turlington guarding Skinner. Fanua's getting a breather.
Skinner has it. Lefty dribble, kicks it outside. Go the other way with it. They don't seem to offensively always look for Skinner, which you sometimes see with a big-time scorer. Skinner has it, though, in three-point land. She'll try a three, up and good.
Yeah, missed her first one. Not that one, nothing but the bottom for the freshman star, Emily Skinner. Just no hesitation. Catch, ready, and just let it fly. And that's confidence. I mean, when you have that much confidence as a youngster like she is, that's going to be fun to see which Division I school she gets to decide from, huh?
Yeah. 12-9 now. Ridgeline on top. Thunder down. I think that's the biggest deficit of the game. They try a little wraparound pass, but Ridgeline anticipated. Now they've got numbers. 4-on-2 fast break. Left side, layup up, good. And it's 14-9.
There's some points off turnovers for the Riverhawks. And you're right now, 5-point lead, largest lead here late in the first quarter. We only got 55 seconds left on the Nets on Fire clock.
Desert Hills looking for the O. Jacobson is open outside. She finds a teammate inside. Oh, wide open layup, and they could not hit the layup. I won't even say her name, as it will go the other way with it. Ridgeline working the O now.
I think she got caught in between, squaring up, trying to use the backboard or not.
Indecision, huh?
Yeah.
They did force a tie-up on the other end.
So when you're a guard and you're trying to shoot it quick, too, and you're not square, that can happen sometimes because you're shorter and you're fearful of that opposing defender coming over and trying to block a shot. But fortunately for Desert Hills, they're going to get the last shot here potentially after they got a jump ball in the alternate possession.
Turlington brings it across, down to 25 seconds in the quarter, 14-9. They go into Jacobson, and Jacobson is fouled on the entry pass.
And they were going to Jacobson those first 2 sets, and then they stopped a little bit here for most of this quarter. But when they need a bucket here towards the end of the quarter, who do you go to? Julia Jacobson, and what happens? You got a fouler.
Desert Hills, open three. Springer tries it and leaves it short. Rebound to Ridgeline, and another jump ball. The alternate possession this time will go to Ridgeline.
It's a really quick jump ball, but she just got one hand in there. Sometimes you won't get that call, but official thought she had a good piece of it long enough. Doesn't hurt the Riverhawks, though.
Lacey Jones on the hustle play that time. 13 seconds left.
And maybe did they shoot it a little too quick? Desert Hills set quick three. It was open, but now you get the Riverhawks chance to increase the lead.
7 seconds. Ball tipped away. A little backhand tip away by Jacobson. They were trying to get it left side to Brooke Barrett. Now a hard drive, and they lost the ball. Chance for D. Hills. They got to throw it from midcourt. They can't get the shot away.
Still a great steal to end the quarter by shot A.
Quarter will end with a Ridgeline 5-point advantage. We'll take a 60-second timeout. On our We Win injury loss scoreboard, it's Ridgeline 14, Desert Hills 9.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
The clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Conaquin Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in the disaster-safe zone of St. George, Utah, we have created a faster, friendlier, and more secure way to connect to you.
Thanks to our streaming audience, brought to you by Stephen Wade. We're streaming it here online. Andy and Devin, and kudos to my counterpart Devin here, my partner. His Star Watch was Jacobson and Skinner. It's 7 and 6 points for those two.
Yeah, great start for both the Stars.
3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, though, taken in by Desert Hills. Unfortunately, the follow shot wouldn't go either for Olivia Clough, and the score remains 14-9. Skinner's got it. Oh, Skinner doesn't have it. We follow this game as they got a couple new subs in there. Number 4 is Zollinger into the game for the first time. Hard drive, lefty layup, let her go, and going all the way in for 2 is Elise Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston just very, very good at scoring from all over the court. And she's a very patient player, I've noticed in the last couple of games as well. Just lets it all come to her.
They have an Elsie, an Elise, and an Emily. So E's are wild for Ridgeline. Up by 7 now. D. Hills hoping to get things going here. Jacobson peels out of the lane as they go out high instead to Olivia. Now in the lane, Viafanua shot up. That won't go.
I got a piece from the backside, and then she tried to push through it, and that's what made that shot go strong over the rim off the backboard.
Sophomore Livingston, nice screen, but she can't get a shot away.
It's an 8-0 run for the Riverhawks right now. Desert Hills, it was tied 9-9, so it's a 7-0 run.
Yep.
Desert Hills has gone cold that into that quarter and the start of this quarter.
Livingston bumped as she turns the corner, but the coach before the foul says, we want to talk things over. The offense a little stagnant, so we'll take the break. I believe it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a 30-second break, 16-9. Be right back.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Andy and Devin here at the Burns Arena. It's a girls 4A state championship game. And right now, 16-9. They changed it from a 30 to a full. They do that sometimes. And we're just about ready for live action. But Devin, your early impressions for the Ridgeline team with a 7-point lead.
Well, they were patient, a little bit of a choppy start. Desert Hills jumped out to the 4-0 lead, but they just kept running their stuff. You know, Desert Hills had a couple steals leading to fast break points. They were going through Jacobson, and then Ridgeline just patiently, methodically, consistently is scoring right now to build this 7-point lead, and they've got the momentum right now. Desert Hills has got to try to grab it back. Travel.
Good call, yep. Drive along the right side. The defender gave way, and Livingston walks with the basketball. Now they get the ball in. Turlington, such a nice thing to have, knowing that you can just get the ball in her hands, whatever press or pressure there's going to be, and she takes care of it. Livingston to Viafanua, inside to Jacobson. Jacobson backs the defender down, kicks it around the horn. They got a chance for a three. Shot is up, in and out, no good. Jacobson had the board, couldn't hold it, and we're going to have a held ball.
Yeah, she didn't. It looked like she was losing it, but she was able to go to the floor and get it back. Strong there from Jacobson, but alternate possession goes back to the Riverhawks.
Skinner had been out for the first couple of minutes of this quarter. She's back in now.
That's a good three look from Olivia Clough that just didn't fall. She's 1 for 3 from distance right now.
Ridgeline with the ball in a 7-point lead, a 7-0 run. Late first, early second quarter. Livingston stop and pop from 17. Too hard, no good. Rebound, Turlington's got it. Behind the back dribble, and she'll slow it down.
I loved her comment. Julie Jacobson I asked her about Sade, and she said she's a beast. She rebounds like she's 6'5". Yep. She's not. She's 5'4".
Jacobson faked at the 17-footer. Now they go baseline. Viafanua with the spin move. Shot up. No good, but travel call on her.
Turlington's numbers this year, Andy, 10.4 points, 6 rebounds a game, 3.6 assists, and 2.4 steals per game. She has done a little bit of everything, but right now Coach Denos needs her to do just a little bit more as they trail.
69 our count, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
ESPN 97.7 is proud to be your exclusive broadcast partner for Vegas Golden Knights hockey in Southern Utah. Listen to the Golden Knights on ESPN 97.7 all season long as they battle to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. ESPN 97.7, your home for Vegas Golden Knights hockey. Go Knights, go!
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled, expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Again, thank you for joining us online on the live stream brought to you by Stephen Wade as we get ready to go. A short timeout on the floor, 5:11 to go. Ridgeline brings it up, cross half court. Go to Skinner on the left side. Riverhawks up by 7 points, and Desert Hills hasn't scored in a while. Well, hand off now. Ridgeline clears things out at the top. Run a little bit of a delay here. Now inside, no shot. They try to skip it across. It's nearly stolen by Jacobson, but a good save. Now they do throw it away. One-on-one, fast break. Layup is up and good. Quick hand.
There's the bench points. Hannah Heaton getting the first bench points of this game for either team, Andy. And she just checked in, and that was a huge steal and finish for Hannah.
It wasn't easy because the defender was right there with her the whole way. Hard drive, shot up, little runner, no good. Turlington, like a beast, a Red Rock real estate rebound. Throw the ball down court, and it's tipped out of bounds by Ridgeline.
1 inch less. I think Julia can get that, bring it to the body, go to the left to cut inside, and maybe get in the open lane. Instead, it just goes off her fingertips. Fortunately for the Thunder, though, Brown was chasing over there and had to touch her last.
Paige Dally checks in for Ridgeline. 5-point lead. They try to go into Jacobson. She makes a nice catch in the lane. Good up and under move. Shot no good, but she'll go to the free throw line.
And that's what Coach Denos wants. Get that ball on the low block, and then watch the footwork from Jacobson. Nice catch. She's going to show you the right shoulder. Cross back over to the shooting hand. Really solid move.
Personal foul called on Macy Brown. Jacobson to the line. Free throw good. She's got 7 in this first half. 8 for Skinner, 7 for Jacobson, 6 for Livingston. And a free throw short, but another offensive rebound this time. Again, Turlington, the Red Rock real estate beast on the boards. Try to go in again to Jacobson. Great catch, and she lays it up. Shot won't go, and she's fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, Jacobson just getting too good of a low block position. Nice job going right back down to her feet. And Julia, she's a 72% free throw shooter. Just put that last pair.
So go to the line for 2. They're going to say shooting foul.
Coach Jinx did not like that call, by the way. She was like, what? Come on.
Only the 4th team foul on Ridgeline. We're about 4 minutes left in the half. No bonus for either team, but Jacobson misses that one.
The Jinx family, my old stomping grounds, Royal City, Washington.
You got some Jinx up there in Royal City?
Yeah, Ainsley's husband's first cousins with. And remember Caden Jinx that played at Weber State, quarterback? Yeah, his dad and Coach Jinx, that's brother and sister-in-law. So this Jinx all over there, always good athletes.
Second free throw good, so it's 16-13. Drive all the way in, and missing the shot is Ridgeline on the run. Turlington leaves it. Three-pointer out of the left side is way short. And the rebound, an easy one for Dally.
And Clough just a little off now, 1 for 4 on those triples. She's been hitting those.
Ball stolen away, though. Here comes Turlington on the steal. Looking for a teammate. Oh, she had a cutter at Jacobson. A little late, but she did get it to her. Jacobson jump hook. No good. And jump ball on the rebound try.
Good hustle from Hannah Heaton. A little sophomore. She's going to be the future star. She's one of the main players that's an underclassman for Coach Tenos. Look at her just get in there, fight, get a tie-up with Skinner.
Definitely no quit in this Desert Hills team. They were down 7. Now they've cut it to 3 and have the ball. Into Jacobson. She peels in the lane, passes it across to the right side. Desert Hills with the basketball. Looking for a little bit of help. Might have a 3-second here. Got to get out of that lane. She shoots the ball up. It's no good. A tough situation there.
Yeah, I thought she was going to hand it off to Julia. Instead, she went past her and then probably realizing the 3 count was coming, had to shoot that up and wasn't a good look, really. A high percentage shot was contested.
3 minutes to go in the half. In the lane, and Skinner can't get the shot away. She goes right, left side, and the 3-pointer is up and good. That was number 22, Macy Brown.
Yeah, Macy Brown's also just a sophomore. Another young rising star on this Riverhawks team. Confident shot.
Team B auto 3 makes it a 6-point lead for Ridgeline with 2:35 left in the first half. Oh, they had Jacobson inside, didn't see her. Now they get it to her with the defender on her back. She turns around, kicks it back outside. Thunder need a basket here, down by 6. Keeping the dribble alive is Heaton and company. She goes to Turlington. Turlington will hold on with 2:15 to go. See if they try to get it, backing out of the lane and getting out of the way is Jacobson. Instead they go up high to Viafanua. Viafanua had a cutter, didn't see Heaton. And Desert Hills works the right side. Heaton with the crossover to drive in the lane, shot up. And won't go, but they're going to say a foul before the shot. No free throws for Heaton.
Well, the thing I like about Hannah Heaton, she's not coming in being timid, right?
Right.
She's realizing she had that 3 count, shot it up, got that tie up on an offensive rebound, got that steal in that lane. She's providing a little bit of spark. There wasn't a lot of movement there, so she just decided she's going to put it hard on a right-hand dribble and try to get to the rim, and she drew the foul.
Split the defenders, drew a foul. Now it's 5 team fouls on Ridgeline, only 2 in the first half here on Desert Hills. Those were both in the first minute or so. Ball comes into Viafanua, drives right down the lane, lefty shot, no good. Might have been partially blocked. Jacobson takes it away, but before she can pass it to a teammate, they call jump ball. And what is that, like our 4th or 5th Simply Wisdom Teeth jump ball in this first half?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Alternate possession to the Riverhawks. Key time in this game, late first half, 6-point Ridgeline lead. Desert Hills got down in the first half yesterday and used a fast break and turnovers to get back into it. Ridgeline trapped, nearly a turnover. Viafanua got a hand on it, but Ridgeline comes away with it. Now trapped and looking for some help, looking. They held the ball a long time. Good, backdoor cut. Shot though, no good. Back outside for a 3-pointer. It's good, and the lead now is 9.
Huge bucket coming in off the bench for Brooke Barrett. High arcing, it just stayed in the air a long time and found the bottom.
Another turnover, back and forth we go. And the short little jumper up and good for Turlington. Needed that one.
Yeah, she's sneaky, isn't she? She didn't retreat after it went through Julia's hands. She stayed right there in the passing lane and then quickly shot it up and in.
22-15, wide open three, angle right side. This one is good once again. And that one by Dally, her second in a row. Third in the quarter for Ridgeline, and the lead is 10. These girls can shoot, huh?
Yeah. I thought Barrett had that other one, AG.
I had 20 on both of them. That time Jacobson tries the shot. That's up no good. We'll check the official score.
It's a good look. That's a good look. Just didn't fall. But Jacobson hustling back. It's the block.
Blocked it, but then threw it away. The turnover, now numbers inside. Still got 12 seconds to go in the half. And should have been a travel. Yeah, late call, but the right call, a walk.
That is really good recovery defense by Julia Jacobson. It looked like she had to guard everybody there. She's kind of down there by herself. Sade comes down to help. And Julia steps up, ready to take that charge. The offensive player had to shuffle the feet.
8 seconds left. Via Fanu on the angle right. She's got to go. 3 seconds left into Jacobson. Shot no good, and that's how the half will end. 25-15 is the count in this one. Ridgeline with a 10-point lead at intermission. I was surprised, Devin?
No, I mean, Ridgeline's the 1 seed. They played like it. Still anybody's game, but they definitely grabbed the momentum going into the break.
Our count, 25-15 on our We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Again, thanks so much to InfoWest, our halftime sponsor, coming up after this 2-minute timeout.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Man, I'm having a hard time working. I know, this Monday's killing me. Monday already? Man, what got into that guy?
Oh, he got high-speed internet from InfoWest.
Really?
It's making us look bad.
InfoWest, the internet people.
Voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
Hey, for the fastest internet in Southern Utah and a local support team you can trust, it's the internet people at InfoWest. Go to InfoWest.com to sign up today. If you're with us on the streaming video, it's halftime, and the Desert Hills, Tempest Line, is that what they're called? About to dance here at halftime. I don't know how Devin Dixon can focus on basketball when his cute little daughter is down there about to dance. Devin.
Yeah, I'm turning into a drill dad. It's fun to go see them. They took third at state. I think Ridgeline took second. Dixie goes back to back to back. Drill champs. That was earlier this month up at Utah Valley. And actually, this military routine, I'll show you my drill dad expertise, cost Desert Hills is probably their best routine. Their show and dance are great, don't get me wrong, but this one they have dialed in, but they had a couple slip-ups and ended up taking third in this one, and that kind of is why part of the reason they ended up third overall at state. But let's see if they nail it today, huh?
I really don't know. One thing I did learn is about half the teams in the region have dance companies and half of the teams have drill teams. They're not the same thing, and they don't compete against each other. I didn't even know that until last year.
Yeah, no, you're right. But, man, Regional 10 and 11 have some Ridgeline and Skyview. Skyview had a Star Wars dance routine our show routine that was awesome. And they're really good up there in Cache Valley. And then you got Dixie and Desert Hills that kind of lead the pack down here. But Snow Canyon was good this year, too. They did a pretty good job. I think they took 5th at state. So you had 1st, 3rd, and I think 5th for Region 10. And then Skyview Ridgeline were in the top 5 there, 2nd and 4th. So kind of fun. Showing my diversity of sports, AG. I still hate judges. Not personal, if you're a judge out there. I still hate sports that have judges. Let me just leave it at that. It's so subjective. It's like, what do you see something I don't see? I don't get it. Same can be with the Olympics. How did that guy do a 1080 corkscrew, land it? The next guy does a 1080 corkscrew, lands it, but they get different scores. I don't get it.
I grew up in high school. We had back then gymnastics was in high school, and we had a team that won state 3, 4, 5 years in a row, gymnastics team. These girls were amazing. We used to love to go to gymnastics meet, but that's another one of those sports with the judges. And you're right, man. We'd sit there and we go, hers looked as good as hers, but she's got 2/10 lower. It doesn't make any sense. Here we are at halftime. No State 4A basketball brought to you by InfoWest. Let's think about basketball for a minute, if you can. Did you find her, by the way?
Yeah, I'm watching her. She's in the middle here on the right in the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
Which one? I know.
No, that move now,
the
Andy.
one dressed in purple and gold, right?
Far right back.
Okay.
My daughter. Yeah.
All right. Way to go, Lucy.
She loves to dance, but hey, it's golf season. It's golf season, baby.
And she's state level golfer, right?
Freshman year, she was 16th, I believe, was her freshman. Yeah, but she's playing a lot better right now. I get her like on the weekends, like on Sundays. I'll take her out and we'll practice. Yeah, the drill teams, man, they practice hard. I'm sure it's that way up in Cache Valley too. I mean.
They're at 6 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh. I think they outwork the basketball teams, the football teams. No offense to anybody out there, but my daughter's gone before I leave the house. I can promise you that much. Hours before.
Kind of like being on a news talk. I go to work at 5 a.m.
Yeah. I like the afternoon drive, buddy.
All right, let's talk about scores in the first half. Brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting. They love Region 10. They've been big supporters of Region 10 for many years. And since 1946, Wilkinson's House of Lighting has been a fan of all of Southern Utah sports. They've got lights, fans, fixtures, and so much more. Contractors, homeowners are always welcome at Wilkinson's House of Lighting. Leading the way on the Ridgeline side, 8 points in the contest for who else? Emily Skinner. But you know what? All 8, Devin, came in the first quarter. Ironically, it was the second quarter that Ridgeline was able to pull out to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, Vaipanua did a really good job on her, I thought. But because, you're monstering her, you're throwing the kitchen sink at her, that way they were able to get good ball movement. And really the 3-point shot there is kind of what changed things. And it was coming from the Ridgeline bench. So, she doesn't have to do it all by herself. She had plenty of help in that first half to build this 10-point lead.
6 points each for Paige Dally and for Elise Livingston. 5 points in the contest for Macy Brown, a 2 and a 3. That's the total of scoring 25 points in the first half for Ridgeline. For Desert Hills, you got that group that Springer, Turlington, Vaipanua, and Clough. Yesterday, I think they had 17 points at halftime. Today at the half, they've got a combined 5 points, Devin. Julia Jacobson's playing pretty well, but they need a little more help.
Yeah, I mean, they were getting out and getting some turnovers and running early, and then that transition defense got better. Ridgeline stopped turning the ball over quite as much, as we're seeing some highlights brought to you by Down East on the live stream. It's one of those situations, though. 10-point lead, not insurmountable. There's one that I'm talking about. That was kind of coming early, plays like that. Jacobson looking like a guard out there. At 6 foot with a skill set like that with the offhand, I think somebody's got to sign her to play next level college basketball. But again, it was just nice offense, breaking things down, shooting the 3 well. I just think Ridgeline shot it a little bit better in that first half. That's a big reason why they got the lead.
8 points to lead the way for Desert Hills for Julia Jacobson, but only 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. And then nobody else with more than 1 basket. 3 points for Olivia Clough, 2 for Hannah Heaton off the bench. Bucket for 2 for Sade Turlington, and Sidell Springer had one free throw that missed. Second free throw was wiped away due to the lane violation, so only 15 points at the half for a Desert Hills team. We saw them lighted up in the third quarter yesterday. That's something that's going to happen again.
Yeah, no question. And I'm sure that's, some of the adjustments. I don't think Coach Jink's making too many adjustments. They've been out on the floor. They're just getting loosened back up. He still got 6 minutes at halftime. There wasn't a lot to talk about. I think she's pretty happy with the lead and the way the team played. And on the flip side, Desert Hills still in there doing some chalk top right now.
Yeah, hopefully they and Lucy's calling, by the way, wants to know what you thought, Dad, of the dance. It's 25-15 at the half. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. InfoWest halftime report is on. Thanks again to Stephen Wade, first Dustin and Matt here for providing the highlights on the live stream. 4astate.com, sportsradio977.com, KSL.com. You can find us all over the place. It's 4A State Championship, Ridgeline by 10.
Are you unsure about your flooring and window covering projects? Look no further than the experts at Brent's Interiors. Brent's Interiors has been inspiring the people of St. George and surrounding areas with our beautiful showroom full of flooring and window coverings. Our incredible design team can help educate you on all the newest design, styles, and color options. Brent's Interiors, just another reason friends send friends to Brent's Interiors, a Flooring America dealer. Visit Brent's Interiors, flooringamerica.com.
Andy and Devin live at Burns Arena here on the campus of Dixie State University, soon to be Utah Tech University. There'll still be the Trailblazers, but they'll have to change a lot of signs around the campus. Been Dixie a long time. Right now, 25-15, Ridgeline on top of Desert Hills. And Devin, we're most of the way through halftime. Desert Hills still in the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Tanas is trying to make some adjustments, trying to kind of solve how to slow this offense down. I think the defense was too bad. They were able to get some steals. I mean, Jacobson had steals, Springer had a steal. I think Sade had 3 steals in that first half, but too many open shots. The defensive rotation was not crisp there in the first half. I don't think Tanas worried too much about the shot selection. I mean, Clough just 1 of 4 from downtown. If she can get it going in the second half, that 3-point shot can certainly change things, help Desert Hills get back into this game. I think more of the adjustment probably on the defensive side of the ball, and here they come out of the locker room.
One of our great sponsors this year has been Hearst Ace Hardware with updates. Of course, we don't have any other game today until later. Dixie's Snow Canyon for the boys championship, but thanks so much to Hearst Ace Hardware, located in the heart of St. George and Cedar City. Open 7 days a week to serve you with a variety of products and prices that absolutely please. It's Hearst Ace Hardware, 25-15. Coach Tanas seemed like he had him in there a long time. What's the main gist of what he's saying then?
Yeah, I think it's like, keep your composure. It's only at a halfway point. We've been in this situation before, Continue to trust your teammates. Keep playing unselfish basketball. Keep shooting if you're shot ready. Keep shooting if you're open. Keep working hard on defense. And then obviously, like I talked about earlier, I think they're going to try to get that defense down. Maybe we'll see some press. Maybe talking about some things on maybe a half quarter, a three-quarter quarter, even a full court press. So we'll see. We'll see what the adjustments are from the first half to second here in about a minute and 30 seconds. But I think Coach been around the block a time or two. He knows that there's still a long way to go, and they've got the firepower to get back in this game. I think overall holding Skinner scoreless in the second, even though she had 8 in the first. I think pretty good job. I mean, if you can hold her to 8 in the second half, 16, that was kind of what we talked about. Had to be a goal, keep her under her season average for a chance to win this game, and so far they're pacing to do that.
Okay, Jolly hit a couple of big buckets, so to pick up when Skinner went quiet. Also, Elisa Livingston and a big 3 by Macy Brown in that second quarter helped push the lead out to 10. You're right, Devin. A lot of time left in this game, but I don't think you can let that lead get any bigger.
No, you got to continue to work hard on Skinner. You can't let her go off. She's capable at any moment of going on a 8-0 run by herself. I think you got to continue to kind of feed Julia Jacobson. I think she's got a size advantage. She's got some really good low post moves. Keep running the offense through her. If they decide to double team her, then you kick it out, and you just hope that, between Turlington and Clough and Springer, those threes start to fall. Because the three, what they have, 1 3-pointer in that first half from Clough.
Yeah,
that
one
first,
by Clough, that's it.
That was it. And yesterday at halftime, I think Desert Hills had 5. So certainly that long ball not there in that first half.
Yeah, 4 in halftime yesterday, 3 by Olivia Clough. Yep. Obviously, the outside shot's got to fall, too. That's another big key as we start half number 2.
3-point shot has changed the game. You got to knock it down. That's how you get back and make runs. I mean, that's what happened. Bowen Hammer hit 4 in the third quarter, and that's how Snow Canyon got them back in the game and punched their ticket to the title game.
Conversely, they wouldn't fall last night for Ridgeline boys.
Right.
And they couldn't get back in there.
Aside from Carson Cox.
Right.
Had 5 of them.
25-15. Desert Hills down by 10. They've got the ball offensively. Turlington drives in the lane. Can't get a shot away. Passes it back outside to Clough. Now to Springer. Springer kicks it over to Viafanua. She won't shoot from there. Backs her way down in the lane. Gets it back outside to Springer. 3-pointer. Too hard. No good. And the rebound will bounce out of bounds.
That's such a good look, though. She shot ready. She shot it confidently. Just didn't go in.
A little bit hard, it looked like.
Yep, just off that back iron. It hit hard. You're right, because it kicked all the way out of bounds. Nobody touched it.
42nd possession, but it comes up with 0 points.
And Springer is a 33% three-point shooter on the season.
With the ball, Ridgeline, as Livingston goes right side. Looking now for Skinner, if they can get it to her. They don't even look her way this time. And we'll back it back out. Under 7 minutes left, third quarter, 25-15. Ridgeline has the clock as its ally. Hard drive by Livingston, shot no good. Rebound to Desert Hills. Behind the back is Turlington. Drives all the way in, kicks it in the corner. 3 out of the corner is very short. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Desert Hills.
And another good look for Viafanua. No, you almost feel like there's desperation setting in a little early on that one. You got the takeaway to stop defensively. Maybe work a little bit more, try to get, the ball down low. And then again, when the double team comes on Jacobson, then you kick it back out for the set 3.
Ball thrown away, picked off by Desert Hills. Here comes Turlington one-on-one. She'll peel away because the defense helped. They showed up when they needed to. They go inside to Jacobson, tried to pass it to her teammate, but I guess Turlington faked her out. Looked like she was going to come across. She stayed, she backed up, and ball thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought Jacobson too eager to pass it out. The double team hadn't come yet. So Go ahead and go to work. Back your defender down. Try to maybe do that drop step.
Crossover, pass into the corner. Ridgeline with the lead pass, and it's picked off. They were trying to get it into Brown, but she couldn't handle it. Ahead Viafanua, lefty layup is good, and it's an 8-point game.
And that's where Viafanua is at her best, running and scoring in transition. Great outlet, and that's defense leading the offense for the Lady Thunder.
5:40 left in the game. Ridgeline up by a 25-17 count. Weiss gives it up, drive in the lane. Tough pass to handle for Skinner. She passes it back outside, and Ridgeline will reset the offense. Ball goes inside, and it's a steal. Knocked away by, I believe, Clough. And then coming out of there is Viafanua. She pushes it down court, no advantage, so they'll reset the offense. to Turlington. Inside, Jacobson, lefty shot, left it a little hard, I guess. And the rebound to Ridgeline. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, left hand, though. Weiss made her go to that left hand.
Reverse layup, no good on the other end, and Jacobson will get caught with the foul, and Skinner will go to the line.
You don't see a lot of high school girls that are freshmen trying to go to the wraparound reverse, but she's got that. She's capable of that. Drew the foul, using the rim.
I'm pretty much convinced if she hadn't gotten fouled, she would have made it. Free throw good. She's got 9.
Livingston and Smith over there with the coaching staff, Coach Jinks. Get some instructions while Skinner's knocking down free throws.
Second one, though, bounces out, and Red Rock Real Estate rebound to Turlington. She'll drive all the way in. Nice bounce pass, and the shot is up and good by Olivia Clough.
Oh, get to the middle, Sade, and then boom, that bounce pass. What a dime. And that maybe that little shot there, seeing it through, will get Clough's three-point shot going.
All tipped away. They're going to say off of Ridgeline. It's funny because the offensive player for Ridgeline let it go thinking it was going to be off of Desert Hills. Referee says, actually, that's black ball, not white ball.
Yeah, a little sloppy. I mean, Ridgeline's come out and had some uncharacteristic mistakes against this defense here to start this half. And a bucket here, Desert Hills is kind of right back in this game.
Over the top pass. Jacobson shot is up and good. Nice dime by Springer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a risky pass. If the defender sees it early enough, she can turn and high point. Instead, Jacobson able to go get it and then quickly score it. Where she caught it, she was already on that far block.
It's 6-1 so far in the second half. 26-21, though. Ridgeline is ahead. Hard drive and a foul. Trying to fight her way through the screen. I believe they're going to call Clough.
Viafanu.
Oh, it's on Viafanu.
Yeah, they called it on Enid there. Referee signaled 1-3.
That's only the third team foul of the game on Desert Hills. 2 in the first half. 1 now in the second half.
Well, they're letting them play, right? There hasn't been too many, whistles, and that's what you want. Let the players decide it. I think the officials are doing a good job.
30-second timeout on the floor. 4:12 in the third. Desert Hills has cut that lead in half. It's 26-21 on our We Win injury scoreboard back in 30 seconds.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
ESPN 97.7 is proud to be your exclusive broadcast partner for Vegas Golden Knights hockey in Southern Utah. Listen to the Golden Knights on ESPN 97.7 all season long as they battle to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. ESPN 97.7, your home for Vegas Golden Knights hockey. Go Knights, go!
Well, turnovers have gotten Desert Hills back in this game, but they still have work to do, down 26-21. On the left side is Brown. She gets it inside. Skinner, lefty shot is up, no good. Tipped and out of bounds off of Ridgeline. Desert Hills ball. Thunder hanging in this one. A 5-point game. In fact, a bucket here would make it a 1-possession game. Viafanu in the backcourt. Crosses over and beats her defender. Gets it out to Turlington. Thought about the 3, won't shoot it. Gets a screen from Jacobson. Stop and pop 17. Shot no good. Foul called on Jacobson on an illegal screen. And Jacobson got her, second foul of the game. No, first foul of the game. They only have 4 total.
Thought she had 1 earlier. I think it's her second AG, if I'm not mistaken.
3 team fouls. By the way, Ridgeline has not been called for a foul yet in 4+ minutes here in the second half. All dribbled off the leg for Brown. She gets it back. Jacobson is on her. Now drive in the lane and the kick out. Had a 3, won't take it. And she falls down with the ball and turns it over. We got bodies all over the place and a foul called on who?
On Ridgeline, pulling Springer down from the backside. She was trying to wrap around and get in front, and Springer went down, and the official, I think, made the right call from what I saw live.
Yeah, let's watch the replay. It looked like maybe she had her hooked. Had her left arm hooked as she pulled her down.
She didn't like the call, neither did Coach Jinks.
No.
She still questioned it, and Coach Jinks is saying, "You're all right, Macy. Take a seat. I need you."
First foul of the half, second foul of the game for Brown. Thunder hanging in there, but they need a bucket to make it a one-possession game. They've had 2 or 3 opportunities. Jacobson, right side to Turlington, into Villafanua. Shot is blocked out of there, but a foul. Personal foul called on Emily Skinner.
Here come the Thunder, starting to get some good looks, getting stops defensively. They've owned this third quarter. Enid to the free throw line. This season, she shoots just 40%. It's been a little bit of a weak spot for Villafanua, but that one, no problemo.
Must have heard you. She is 1 for 1 in the game.
Well, I don't believe in the broadcaster, Jinx.
I heard you saying that yesterday.
And he does. I don't.
I don't either. I'll talk about a no-hitter. She misses but gets the offensive rebound. Turlington thought she had the offensive rebound. She can't hold it. She has it now. And Desert Hills with the ball down by 4. Around the horn to Turlington. She drives in the lane all the way to the hoop. Lay it up and in, and it's a 2-point game.
Here come the Thunder. Really good patience. They had a triple team. Got that takeaway. And then how good is Turlington finding lanes?
Skinner. Oh, what a roll.
Big time shot from a big time player. They needed that bucket.
She's got 11 now, and it's 28-24. That was a tough shot. I don't know how it went in.
But much needed to kind of stop that run. What was it, a 10-1 run before that bucket?
And they just called Jacobson with her second illegal screen, and she wants to talk to the official and say, what am I doing wrong? I just stood there. He said, nope, you stuck your knee out. Interesting conversation between Julia Jacobson and the official.
I didn't see it. Did we get a replay? I wasn't looking.
I didn't catch it. Like he was definitely looking for it. Skinner thought about the 3, didn't shoot it. Inside, little runner off the glass, no good, but a traveling call against Ridgeline. Another turnover.
One extra step there.
Paige Dowling. Still a 4-point game, so Ridgeline, despite everything they've done wrong in this quarter, they have 3 points and still have a 4-point lead. Right side, Villafanua looking inside. And Sid goes top of the key. Shot is up and good. Nice looking shot. Olivia Clough. That was inside the 3-point line, so it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, but the Thunder will take it. She's coming alive. I thought that lane she got early in that third quarter might have got her on track, and it did. Beautiful shot.
Backdoor cut. Tipped by Desert Hills and a steal. They've got the ball and down by 2. Pushing hard is Turlington. She'll back it out now. Instead, she goes inside. Tried the pass, and it was kicked, I believe.
Yep. Trying to get that cross-court baseline bounce pass to Springer.
Might have been better off shooting that one. 90 seconds to go, 89 technically. Desert Hills trailed by 10 at the half. They've outscored Ridgeline 11-3.
This is smart. Take Jacobs out, give her a break. She's been playing a lot of minutes. You know, let Jenna Brown come in. She's fresh. Keep her out of foul trouble for this remainder of this third quarter. She's got 3.
Thunder with the ball. And trying to go up with the ball on a reach and a foul called on Ridgeline.
And I think Club was rising to try to shoot a little runner in the lane.
Yeah.
And that WAC emblem here at Dixie State University, soon to be Utah Tech. The name change will happen officially July 1 this summer. Utah Tech Trailblazers.
Clough with 2 to tie, but the first one's no good. Well, when you're trying to fight back against #1 team in the state, you got to make those freebies, right?
Getting Coach Jinx smart, getting Livingston a quick breather for this end of the third, keep her fresh for the fourth. This is where fatigue could set in for these two teams playing 3 games in 3 days.
Thunder are just 4 out of 9 from the line and make it 4 out of 10 if you count that lane violation.
Yeah, which was a make. It did take a point off the board.
28-27. Baseline drive. Now kick out 3. No, great ball movement. 3 on the left angle. That's up and good.
Dally just coming in off the bench, just hitting haymaker threes. Big time shot from the left wing.
That's her 3rd of the game. She only averages about 2 points a game, but she is hitting them from deep. And it's a 4-point lead. 45 seconds to go. Where do they go with Jacobson out? They need somebody to step up on offense. Turlington, crossover, no advantage. She'll back it back out. Goes to Springer. Springer top of the key. Gets a screen from Turlington. Fakes a three. Turlington thought about the three. Drives in the lane. Goes all the way in and scores.
Smart. Pump fake and then get to that lane. So quick. Explosive move. And a good finish.
Another three out of the corner. It is no good. And a rebound Thunder with 15 seconds to go. But a turnover. And should have been a double dribble or a foul. A reaching foul before the shot.
Jenna Brown, she cleared the rebound, but then she tried to outlet it, and Ridgeline still had not vacated, and it got tipped and stolen. If she just waits a second longer, everybody retreats, and then you can find Sade or Viafanua instead. You get the foul. Not the worst thing in the world, but Ridgeline now has a chance to get more points here to end the third.
The ball inside. Skinner lefty shot. What a play.
Emily Skinner, I believe, is a star. The freshman.
Desert Hills goes all the way. A runner by Turlington is no good, and that's how the quarter will end.
But they chipped away. Desert Hills outscored them by 6 in the quarter to make these really interesting heading to the fourth, AG.
We'll take a 1-minute break on our We Win injury loss scoreboard. It is now a 4-point game. Ridgeline 33, Desert Hills 29. Back in a minute.
Communities are built
One connection at a time.
Lives are changed
one moment at a time.
At TDS, we believe in the power of people. We believe in the power of community.
We believe in the power of connection.
So far, over 1,000 employees
have given over 16,000 hours of time
to over 1,000 organizations.
And we're just getting started.
Because we believe
the power of doing good together
powers better tomorrows for us all.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Thanks to Stephen Wade Auto for sponsoring our live stream. Andy Griffin, Devin Dixon live on ESPN Radio as well, as Desert Hills trailed by 10 at half. They pulled to within 4 and 8 minutes left in the season for these two teams for a championship on the line. Ridgeline trapped on the sideline. They throw it away. Jacobson comes up with it, but it was great pressure defense on the right side. Here comes Turlington. We'll slam on the brakes and back it up. Big possession here. They go to Jacobson, right side. Stops from 15, will not shoot. Goes over to Clough. Clough to Viafanua in the lane. Lefty shot, no good. Rebound to Jacobson, but a foul on the shot before the rebound. And Viafanua is not a great free throw shooter. Will go to the line. What would we say, 40-something% from the line. So if they can get 1 out of 2 from her, they're happy, I guess. Enid, Viafanua. Free throw, good.
Big time free throws. Got to get those freebies to drop from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Don't forget, if you have your Parade of Homes tickets, you get 10 cents off per gallon through Sunday at both Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's.
And Enid makes them both. 3 out of 4 now from the line. It's a 2-point game, Devin.
I thought it'd be tight. Hang on tight for the finish.
Drive all the way to the hoop, and what a left-handed drive for 2 points by Skinner.
She's got 15, and just all within the framework of the offense, but I feel like she wants to try to take over here in the fourth. We'll see if she can do it. That was a good start. Livingston with a bump foul out top, knocking Heaton down.
Yeah, Heaton coming off of the screen. It was a set play, but the defender got her caught with her hand in the proverbial cookie jar, and she'll sit down. 35-31 is our count.
We'll be selecting the Ernie's 2 player of the game for each team in the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show.
High post at the elbow is Jacobson. Now she moves over and sets a screen. Thunder running a little motion on the outside and the weave. Had Turlington on the cut, didn't see her. Viafanua goes left side, 3-pointer up, and a little too hard back rim by Clough. Rebound, Ridgeline.
Boy, we're on the angle where it was right on line. Just like you said, too strong.
Skinner all the way in, and man, oh man,
she wants to take over. She wants to take over. Push that lead back up to 6. Oh, she's fun to watch. She just gets to her spot and has great ability to finish.
Inside pass, Viafanua has found Jacobson, but on the pass off, personal foul on Skinner.
That's only her second. She's fine. She's not in foul trouble.
Yeah, no harm there because you're a long way from bonus. A couple of fouls anyway.
That's 6 on Ridgeline. Next one, we'll put him on the line for a 1-on-1.
Ball comes inside to Olivia Clough. She'll back out.
5 team fouls on Desert Hills, by the way.
Inside, nice runner up and got a nice friendly roll for 2.
Heaton's been the spark off the bench for Coach Ron DeNoss.
Her second bucket of the game.
Yeah.
And it's 37-33 with 6 minutes left in the contest. Our game brought to you in part by Red Rock Real Estate. Skinner defended by Viafanua. Now it's steal. Viafanua comes away with it, and she is fouled. Foul number 3 now on Skinner.
Just a little bump, but enough. And that's a 1-and-1 situation now. And free throws are going to come into play in this game, AG.
Viafanua, we got to check those free throw numbers again. She's 3 out of 4 in this game. We had Devin look up her
Max
percentage.
Prep shows her as 10 of 40.
Well, that's terrible.
Sorry, 4 of 10. I don't know if it's right. 40%. That's what I see on Max Preps. Well, but man, she looks a lot better than a 40% free throw shooter to us, doesn't she?
In this game, she's 4 out of 5. That's 80%.
Right. I don't know if that's been updated. If that's a typo, who knows?
One more for Enid. That one's no good. Rebound, fought for. Ridgeline comes away with it. Still 4 out of 6, 67%, and it's a 3-point game. Hard drive, lefty shot up, no good. It bounces out of there. Jacobson on the board. Now a fast break. Heaton drives all the way in, misses the shot. Offensive rebound put in, but before there's a personal foul.
Yeah, she was going up with the scoop shot. Her hand got hit downward here.
Well, watch the replay for those on the stream.
Not a lot.
Not a big foul. In fact, Desert Hills would rather take the basket, actually.
Yeah, the putback. You're right. Now you got a sophomore out there that's got to try to calm the nerves. But she's been clutch. We're just talking about Hannah Heaton. And what an outlet by Julia Jacobson.
Heaton hits a free throw. 37-35. I have Heaton as a senior. Is she a senior or a sophomore? Did I write it down wrong?
Heaton?
Yeah.
Is a sophomore.
Just wrote it down wrong. One more coming for Hannah. Swish. It's a 1-point game. This is as close as the Thunder have been since the first half, since the first quarter. 37-36, 5.5 to go. Try to hit the cutter. They do, but on the catch, foul on Turlington, guarding Skinner. It's funny, I talked early in the game. They did look like they were really looking for Skinner. She was just part of the offense. They're looking for her now.
Yeah.
It's crunch time.
I agree. And why not? Such a talent.
Ball comes in. They get the ball in the corner. Ridgeline on the offense, up by a point. Look inside. Entry pass is a good one. Here come the double team. Desert Hills trying to get a steal. And timeout call. That was a pretty well thought out timeout as the trap was on the far side and Ridgeline was in trouble.
Yeah, every possession matters. Smart timeout for the bench.
5:07 left in the contest. It is a full timeout. We'll take it. On our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, we got a good one. 37-36. Riverhawks leading by 1.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
This is Dr. Burke from Burke & Beckstrom Orthodontics. Did you know that you don't need a referral from your dentist to visit us? That's right. We offer complimentary consultations with no strings attached, no pressure, and no referral needed. We are often asked, what is the best age for me to take my child in to see you? We are in agreement with the American Association of Orthodontists and want to do the first orthodontic consultation at age 7. This will ensure that growth and development are normal and allow for preventive or corrective treatment to ensure that a small problem at a young age does not become a bigger problem later on. Give us a call or visit us online at BerkenBeckstromOrtho.com and learn how we can help you and your family smile forward.
Ridgeline with the ball. Skinner with the jump stop in the lane. She won't get the shot away. Instead, she goes to Brown. Brown, a little runner in the lane, and she is hacked on the arm. Free throws coming from Macy Brown. Brown with 5 points in the contest, a 2 and a 3. Hasn't scored in the second half.
Macy Brown from the free throw line, 53%.
Lefty free throw is good, and the lead is 2.
Livingston checking back in for Coach Jinks.
Pretty quiet game, especially second half for Elise Livingston. She's got 6 points, all in the first half. Both free throws perfect for Macy Brown, and the lead is 3.
Yeah, Fabulous Freddy's free throw is going to be very crucial for both teams here in crunch time.
4:44 left, 39-36. Turlington to Jacobson. They test the perimeter. Heaton is hammered twice, and at least once anyway, no call. She does get the ball back. Crosses over, looking for help, gets it into Turlington. Turlington in the lane. Kicks it to Viafanua, who leads the team in threes. Now into Jacobson, and she is fouled on the entry pass. That'll be 1-and-1 free throws for the last time, I believe. 19 fouls. So it'll be 2 shots from here on out. Big shots, though, right now for Julia Jacobson.
Appreciate Luke Udy, American Family Insurance, one of our great sponsors. Morgan Pest Control. Celebrating free throws good, yeah. Good. Morgan Pest Control celebrating 60 years serving Southern Utah with all your pest control needs. First 4 sprays just $60 this spring. Take advantage of that.
One more for Jacobson to make it a 1-point game, and it rolls in. A lot better free throw shooting in the second half for Desert Hills.
And Julia's got 12 or 14.
12, yeah.
12 now to lead Desert Hills in scoring.
39-38, 4:15 to go. Livingston looking for a little bit of help. Goes up high to Skinner. 3 out of the corner. Big shot, a Team D auto 3 for Ridgeline.
Smith was shot ready. Nailed it. You look good right out of the hand. Big time shot.
Her first points of the game. Inside, getting free. Jacobson for 2. Makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, but that's a great answer for Desert Hills. At 3, back up to 4-point lead. And then, I don't know what happened, but all of us, that was the easiest bucket of the night for Julia Jacobson. She was all alone under the rim. Easy bucket.
Hard drive, skip pass across. Thought about the 3. Nothing there for Jones. Now to Skinner. Skinner almost lost it. She says, look, I got fouled right here. You see that? That was Livingston, by the way, not Skinner. But either way, she's like, see, right there. That's where they hit him. Now Skinner's got it. She drives in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Good defense by the Thunder, but ball taken inside and blocked out of there. Nice block shot by Hannah Heaton.
Heaton's been, again, really solid, and Coach is going with her right now late in this game because she's played so well, not intimidated by the moment.
Big possession right here. It's a 2-point game. No backdoor cut. I'll have to back it out. Man-to-man defense for D Hills. Skinner trapped on the baseline looking for help. Goes out high. She gets it back. Emily Skinner. Crossover dribble. Jab step. Nothing there for her. Now she drives on Turlington. Little runner is up. No good. Rebound Jacobson. Thunder with a chance to tie or take the lead. Here comes Turlington. The hard push. Now she'll back it out. 2:40 left, a 2-point contest.
That was such a good look. A little late help came from Viafanua that forced that maybe a little tougher shot from the baseline for Skinner. Ridgeline trying to get a stop.
Clough tried to get it inside, and she threw it away. And then a foul called on D Hills. Nice hands by Macy Brown.
Big time steal there. It's just a 2-point lead. Now you get to stop the clock, try to increase the lead. Brown was just at the line not too long ago. Swished them both.
It's a true 1-and-1. That's the 18th foul on D Hills. So they got one more 1-and-1, and then it's double bonus for both teams the rest of the way. Lefty free throw. Good. Wow. She's solid from the line. And Macy Brown, 3 for 3 from the line. She's got a 3, she's got a 2, she's got 8 points, make it 9. Neither one of those free throws even hardly rippled the net. 44-40. 2:20 left. Turlington looked to Viafanua, didn't have her. Instead, she goes left side. That is Clough. Clough looking. Defender fell down. Viafanua open 3, got it! Defender fell down on the cut, and it's a 1-point game.
And mark that play down. If Desert Hills wins it, that play right there might be the reason why needed that triple. They haven't been falling most of this game, but a big-time shot from Enid Viafanua.
44-43. Turnover. Turlington had it touched by Ridgeline, and it's Thunder ball with 1:51 left, down by 1 single point.
Coach Jinx wants a timeout. Skinner's frustrated. She thought she hit it out of my hand.
Watch the replay here. We're going to keep it right here. Thanks to the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. They don't match their rates or fees. See how much the Scott Gibson team can save you today. Call or text 435-619-8080. 1-point game, 1:51 left. By the way, Viafanua, I talked about halftime. They needed her. She had 0 points in halftime, 9 so far here in the second half.
Senior doing what senior leaders do, just find ways to get to the rim, score. But that triple was big time. You mentioned it, the defender kind of slipped down, and she was open to freely shoot it and buried it.
Thunder will have the basketball, needing a bucket here. They have not led since the first quarter.
Yeah, started this game with that little 4-0 spurt, and had a I think it was a 9-7 lead. It was 9-9, and that was the last time we were tied. It was 9-9, Andy.
It was a long time ago. That was about an hour ago. Now Desert Hills will walk it across, 1:42 left, and the game is 44-43. Jacobson inside to Turlington. Turlington passes to Viafanua, and she is fouled. Viafanua to the line to tie or maybe give the Thunder the lead.
Well, Ridgeline fans thought that was pretty clean. Take a look on the replay, up high. A lot of ball there with 2 hands. And that's 4 now on Emily Skinner.
Free throw ties it up.
Viafanua has been clutch in the second half, like we were just talking about.
All 10 of her points coming after halftime. This one for the lead with 1:35 to go. It's good. 45-44, Lady Thunder on top. Thinking 4A championship. Ridgeline 1 loss all year. Can they get the lead here? 1:25 to go. Pass inside, a good-looking pass. Shot up, no good, but a foul called on D. Hills. And going to the line will be Livingston, Elise Livingston. She's got 6 points in the game, but none after halftime.
And I show her as a 73% free throw shooter, so really solid shooter from the line.
Free throw, left it short, no good.
Might have been the biggest free throw of her life, though, right there.
Yeah, just a sophomore. One more coming for Elise Livingston.
Got to tie it here. See if she can calm the nerves here, knock this down.
She did. 45-45, 1:20 on the clock. Turnovers have been big in this game. How do they factor here in the last 80 seconds? And Coach Sanaa says, we're going to draw up a play and see if we can get 2. Timeout on the floor. 1:16 left. Full timeout. It is 45 all on our We Win injury scoreboard. Man, oh man, we're coming right down to it. Hills. And Devin, did you think it would be tied with 1:16 left? Because it is.
Well, I said in pregame, I felt like Ridgeline was like a 2-3-point favorite. They're the 1 seed. Desert Hills the 2 seed. 4 losses this year for the Thunder, just 1 loss for Ridgeline, neutral court, although this is in St. George. Desert Hills from St. George, maybe a little bit of advantage there, but not surprised to get to answer your question.
Thunder trying to get it in. They do find Turlington, 1:15 on the clock. Probably too long to play for 1 shot, right?
Yeah, I think so. You risk a turnover trying to go that long. I think if you get a good look, you get an opening, you got to go ahead and score it.
Heaton to Jacobson, now over left side to Clough. And to Turlington. Turlington to Heaton.
If you can hold,
get it in the lane. Ball kicked outside. Clough had a 3. No, back to Heaton for 3. It's too hard, no good. Rebound Ridgeline. They've got a bleeder out there. They had a cherry picker, didn't see her. Now we'll go down to 40 seconds left in a tie game. Left side, Ridgeline trying to get the lead back. Kicking in the corner. No shot there, and they'll back things out, and they don't really need to hurry with 30 seconds to go. I would find her, number 5, and let her do what she does.
Got to talk, got to switch.
22 seconds left. Skinner with the ball. Backdoor pass, and what do we got? Call way away from the ball. Did they
granted it. The far side official granted a timeout. I don't know. He must have saw the signal from Coach Jinks, who gave him double thumbs up.
Wow, it was a turnover on the play.
She's calling it. She's clearly asking for it. As that pass was in the air, though. Let me see that again, Dustin. Watch Coach Jinks. When does the timeout come? You can see it at the bottom of your screen. She wants it now. But the near side official didn't give it to her because I think he was deeming it was out of the hand, but the far side official was the one that granted it. It was a close one, but clearly she was asking for it.
Thanks, by the way, to Sports Clips. It's good to be a guy. Walk-ins are always welcome. Ask for the MVP treatment at 2 Southern Utah Sports Clips. Evan, it's good to be a guy. We also appreciate We Win Injury Law. Team D Auto. They're located right there on the boulevard. 488 East. Jason and Parker have a deal for you. Or you can go to teamdautosales.com. And, of course, Red Rock Real Estate. You know what? They want to let you know what your home is worth. Get your free market analysis on what your home could sell for. Go to redrockrealestate.com. Ridgeline ball, 15 seconds to go, tie game. State championship on the line. Skinner goes hard, stops, loses it, goes on the ground. She called timeout. The referee gave it to her. Wow, rolling around. Sometimes that's a travel, Devin.
And they had 2 left, so that was a smart play by Skinner. Saved the possession, and plenty of time to drop a really good play. You had 3 different Thunder players. Clearly Skinner wants to try to take this game winner. If Skinner can find an open teammate, and they should have an open look, because they are throwing the kitchen sink at Emily Skinner and saying, we got to keep the ball and keep her away from the rim. She wants to try to get to the rim, it appeared, on that possession.
She is the only player in double figures for Ridgeline. She's got 17. A couple of players close. Paige Daly off the bench has 9 points in the game for Elise Livingston. But, if you're drawing it up, you want number 5 to have the ball at the end, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to, try to beat a triple team. It's very difficult to do. So maybe you can find somebody open, get an open look.
She's got the ball now, passes across, 3-pointer is blocked out of there, rebounded by Desert Hills, and we're going to go to overtime because, 4 quarters weren't quite enough, Devin.
What a block by Julia Jacobson. And then a great rebound by Via Fanua. They let the bump play, which I love. You let the kids decide it there. You're both tracking the ball down. Great no call. Clock was probably already at zeros at that point anyway.
We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, overtime, and the 4A state championship after this break.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Man, I'm having a hard time with it. I know, this Monday's killing me. Monday already?
Man, what got into that guy? Oh, he got high-speed internet from InfoWest. Really? It's making us look bad.
InfoWest, the internet people.
Awarding Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see AdamsWealthAdvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
Back on the live stream. We'll join you on radio here in just a second. 45 all. Desert Hills with the ball first in overtime. And a foul called. Desert Hills will go to the line, and I believe if that's on Skinner, it's 5 on her.
That's it. That's 5. That is huge.
Emily Skinner trying to get to the ball, had a player between her and the ball, and she just fouled out. With 3:48 left, Viafanua will go to the line.
That is a huge turn of events. To lose your star.
3:48 to go.
12 seconds into overtime. Now, but you still got a lot of talent on this team. But that definitely makes things a little bit more interesting and a little bit more worrisome for Ridgeline.
Viafanua hits the front end. She is now, 7 out of 9 from the line. 7 out of 10. Second one bounces out.
That's a big miss.
70% though, that's pretty good.
And now I think you got to try to run the offense through Livingston, who's probably your best shooter on the floor right now, although Dowley's hit some buckets in this game. Smith, a very capable shooter. Macy Brown has hit some shots in this game.
Look a little bit lost offensively right now, though, as they try to figure out who's going to take the shot. Livingston's got it. Goes out high. Drive in the lane. Back to Livingston. Fake the 3. Drive in the lane. Shot up. Underside of the rim. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Ridgeline. 2 bodies hit the deck. Referee says, we're going to let him play right now.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. As long as you just keep it consistent, that's fine. There was a lot of begging going on there, but they're both, again, kind of like we saw at the end of regulation, they're both trying to track the ball down, incidental contact, play on.
3 minutes left in the overtime. Nobody scored yet in the OT. Actually,
the free throw.
Take that wrong. 1 free throw. Nobody's scored a field goal yet. Looking into Jacobson, can't get it to her. Got a dribble now and a 5-second count. Losing track of time was Olivia Clough.
That's unforced error there.
All she had to do was take 1 dribble and they reset the 5 clock, but she didn't realize it. Now Ridgeline hasn't scored in a minute 20 here in the OT. Long 3, Livingston, it's an air ball out of bounds. Desert Hills ball. What does that do to your confidence? Wow.
Well, Livingston knows that with Skinner out, she's got to be the player to step up and try to make something happen for her team. She was open, but just short-armed it, way short.
2:30 left. Turlington still in the backcourt. Now she brings it across. Right side to Viafanua. Looks into Jacobson. Got it to her. Jacobson. Crossover. Could have shot it, and Sid kicked it back outside. Clough's got it on the angle left side. Backs her defender down. Now back to Turlington. Back to Clough. Staring down the barrel, right side, drives in the lane. Wild shot, no good, but a foul called. Free throws coming for D Hills, up by 1.
Take a look here for our streaming audience.
I think they're going to call the bump from behind is what it looked like to me.
Big free throws for Olivia from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
First one is good. Olivia Clough. 9 points in the game. She had 3 in the first half.
She's been great.
Second free throw, good, and the lead is 3. Biggest lead since very early for Desert Hills. It's 3. 2:05 left. Thunder pressuring the ball. Drive up, in, good looking shot on the drive, Devin.
There's Smith. Smith, they needed that bucket, and she slithered through the lane. Confident little up and under scoop shot. Back to a 1-point lead for Desert Hills. Oh, man, nobody deserves to lose this game, Andy.
1:45 left. Thunder with the ball and the lead. I'd look for Jacobson, but she's right now standing in three-point land. And Coach Sanaa says, I don't like what's happening out there. Let's talk it over. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. We're in OT. It's a 1-point game. Well, overtime has been a little bit of a strange war. There's been one field goal. The star player, Emily Skinner, is fouled out for Ridgeline. And Desert Hills has a lead despite not making a field goal in the extra period, but on the strength of 2 free throws from Olivia Clough and 1 out of 2 from Enid Vaifanua.
Yeah, free throws. Got to hit them. We're going to see it probably be a couple more before this thing's over. Again, the bittersweet. I mean, for one team, you're going to be devastated. Overtime in the state championship. For the other team, it's going to feel so good to find a way to get this victory.
They get the ball into Turlington. Desert Hills up 1:35 left. Turlington backs her player off. Now she drives in the lane, gets a screen, skip pass across to Vaifanua. Didn't want the three. Was not really looking to shoot. Now she'll back out of trouble. Vaifanua hands it off to Jacobson. 1:15 left in the game. Now to Turlington. Sade, left side. Open three, but not looking for it was Heaton. Back to Vaifanua. Vaifanua drives in the lane. Kicks in the corner. Clough didn't want the three. She had it. They're just going to use clock now. A minute left.
Well, if they can use enough clock, Ridgeline eventually is going to have to foul here.
Yep. Vaifanua's got it.
Of course, next year this will never happen with the 35-second shot clock.
That's right. And finally, Ridgeline says, all right, we've seen enough. We're going to foul. And Heaton will go to the line.
Hannah Heaton's numbers from the free throw line this year. Well, this is not up to date because they haven't added any of the state tournament shots.
49 seconds left. Oh, it was not pretty, but it bounced 3 times on the rim and went in.
The old leg kick. She needed the English, the old leg kick. My dad used to do that on the greens when he'd get that putt to go. Nice. I like that, Hannah.
One more. This one, no English needed. She nailed it.
Oh, those are big for the sophomore. Big free throws.
50-47, 45 seconds left.
Still just a one-possession game. If you get the quick 2, you can do it.
Yeah, don't have to go for the 3 yet. Backdoor pass. It's a good one. 2-on-1. And the layup is up and good. Lefty layup makes it a 1-point game. Who got that shot, Devin? And a reaching foul called in the backcourt. Didn't see who made the basket.
I think it was Smith. Maybe we can see it again to double check that.
If it was her, she's got a big overtime.
Livingston shovels it over. And I think that is Smith.
Now free throw. Turlington, no.
Need this one. Try to get it back to 2.
Sade has 6 points in the game. That was her first free throw try. The lead is 1. She can at least make it 2 here with 25 seconds to go. That one is good. 51-49. Thunder. A 2 will tie. A 3 would give Ridgeline the lead with 21 seconds to go. Livingston keeps the dribble alive on the right side. And timeout, Coach Jenks and company. For Ridgeline, they want to draw up a perfect play with 16 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here. Again, thanks so much to Simply Wisdom Teeth. It's simple with over 600 5-star reviews and always just $899 to have all your wisdom teeth removed. Call for appointments or go to simplywisdomteeth.com. Devin, what's the play? You don't have Skinner.
No, you don't. But that's okay. You still got a lot of playmakers. I think you get the ball in Livingston's hands, set a high pick, let her try to get to the middle, and if she can get all the way to the rim and score, you do it. If not, look for, somebody to rotate to the wing or the corner, try to get a kick-out three, and maybe go for the win here. You're already in overtime. Skinner's out. I don't think Coach Jinks has any reservations about saying, you know what, let's get a drawn-up play and let's go for the win if the two's not there to tie it quickly, especially with Skinner out. I think that would be, you got fatigue setting in, 3 games, 3 days.
Probably want to shoot early enough that you can get an offensive rebound. So maybe shoot with 5-6 seconds left. Yep. And if you miss and don't get a rebound, you can foul.
Yeah, I would say you probably want to shoot around the 7-8 second mark. If you get a good look. Why not? That way you can extend this game out. Desert Hills has missed a few free throws here in the second half.
The lead is 2. Livingston to inbound. Let's see if they give it right back to her. They don't. Instead, Brown goes all the way to the hoop. A runner, no good, but a foul called. And it'll be free throws coming for
went to
Brown.
And Brown just was on a mission to pound the ball down into the paint. And Clough was giving ground. Good position. And she didn't ever really reach there.
Free throw good. She is now 5 for 5 in the game from the line. She has 10 points. Macy Brown. And this one for the tie with 11 seconds to go. Free throw perfect. 51 all. They got to take care of the ball. They go into Villafanua. 10 seconds. Villafanua pushing hard, and Coach Sanas runs the midcourt and says timeout.
Yep. I don't know. Could she have went in and scored it? We'll never know.
Had the defense spread, it would have been a one-on-one situation.
Clearly, he wanted to advance the ball across half court, which is typical, and then wanted the timeout. Go ahead.
To get Florida Construction, they've got homes for sale, but they specialize in remodeling your existing home. Call Christian Jensen with Get Floored today at 773-2667 or go to getflooredsouthernutah.com. 8 seconds, Devin.
Yeah, no question.
I think they have time to get it to Jacobson in the post, right?
Yeah, I mean, 8.1 on the Nets on Fire clock. You got plenty of time. You can go to Jacobson if they monster double her, which I'm assuming would be the smart thing to do. Then kick it out and maybe try to find Clough or Heaton or Villafanua or Turlington. Whoever you can get an open look for, and maybe that they run out on you. If you get it to Jacobson quick, you kick out. They're going to close out hard. Maybe you can pump fake the three, take a couple dribbles, get a high percentage mid-range jumper with the defense scrambling just a little bit.
Inbounds have been going to Turlington almost exclusively with the quickness. I guess Turlington's going to get it first, maybe driving the lane and look to kick. We'll see. 8 seconds to go. They instead go to Jacobson. Clock is running. Turlington's got it with 5 seconds to go. High post to Jacobson. Jacobson hands to Turlington. 10-footer at the buzzer. No! And we've got overtime number 2 coming up.
That's a pretty good look.
Yeah.
That was the mid-range jumper. Just a little bit short out of the hand of Turlington. Oh, my goodness. We got more bonus basketball.
Let's take a 1-minute timeout. The second overtime in the 4A state championship. We can't decide a winner. We'll find one, hopefully, when we get back.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Man, I'm having a hard time working. I know, this Monday's killing me. Monday already?
Man, what got into that guy? Oh, he got high-speed internet from InfoWest. Really? It's making us look bad.
InfoWest, the internet people.
Well, if you paid for 4 quarters, you get some bonus basketball. We're into our 6th quarter, overtime number 2. Jump is won by Julia Jacobson, and Desert Hills will have the ball first again. They led almost the entire first overtime, but couldn't close out. Now, underway. Second OT. Jacobson hands it out to Viafanua. Set a screen for her. Viafanua didn't want it. Instead, they go to Turlington. Turlington in the post. And the ball dropped. Picked up by Desert Hills. Great save with her back on the ground was Clough. Inside Jacobson off the glass. Oh, it wouldn't go. Off the rim. And here comes Ridgeline.
What a look for Julia. And that was actually Hannah Heaton keeping that possession alive. Unbelievable.
Scoop shot the other way. Lefty is up and good.
Yeah, that's who wants to take over. Obviously, Macy Brown was the one that went and got to the free throw line, and now she's the one that wants to attack the rim.
She's got 13-8 after halftime.
And this is the first lead in the first or the second overtime for the Riverhawks.
Now a hard drive, shot up off the glass and good. I believe that was Clough.
That's Hannah Heaton again.
Oh, it was Heaton again.
This sophomore is fearless, Andy. She's fearless.
She's got 10 in the game. We're tied. 53-53, 2:50 left. Livingston open for a three, didn't take it. Now on the angle left. Ridgeline working the offense. 3-point territory, nothing there for Livingston. Good defense by Viafanua. She drives in, kicks it in the corner. No three there for Page. Now a skip pass across. Ridgeline being very patient, but not attempting a shot yet. Drive in, up and under move, no good. Rebound Desert Hills, 2-on-2. Do they try to go on the 2-on-2? Nope. They do leave it for Turlington. Shot up. Oh, what a shot!
Dun-dun-dun. Viafanua. She was fading to the baseline and just flipped it up, and it finds the bottom. What a shot.
Desert Hills up by 2. Shot the other way. Offensive foul. That's a charge. And Desert Hills will have the ball with the lead.
And that's huge. Give floor Julia Jacobson, because I think that would have been her fourth. She comes over. She's set. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. She got there. The restricted area does not matter.
Weiss with the personal.
Not in high school. That's for the college folks.
You're right.
And she was I think she was kind of trying to pull up and hit the mid-range, but just enough momentum to carry her into Julia Jacobson. Coach Jinks obviously doesn't like the call. Hardest call to make, but I think I agree with the call, Andy. What do you think?
I agree. Yep. Got to stop on those. You're right. That's an easy basket from 8 feet unguarded. Instead, she went all the way in, and the contact happened. Get the ball into Turlington. Thunder by 2. Turlington. Great handle. Brings it into the forecourt. Being hounded by the defense. A hold, and there's the foul call.
Yeah, it looked like Smith almost wanted to give that foul there, didn't it? Trying to be aggressive, maybe get the steal. If not, okay to put Turlington on the line.
Thunder have been pretty good in the extra period. They were 6 out of 8.
As a team this year overall, they're 63%. So
Turlington from the line, too hard and can't get the roll. Now they're 6 out of 9 since regulation ended. Sade is 1 out of 3 in the game, and timeout Desert Hills. 1:47 left in the overtime. Is it a full or a 30? We've got a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thunder lead by 2.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
The clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Conaquin Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in the disaster-safe zone of St. George.
Coming up in a little while, well, a little over an hour, boys basketball 4A state championship, Dixie and Snow Canyon, but we haven't settled anything just yet here in the girls championship game. Lady Thunder by 2. Sade Turlington at the line to try to make it a 3-point lead, and she does.
And the Big Score dessert is on. Compliments of Holbrook Asphalt. Whether you're watching or listening at the St. George Yogurt Land, till they close tonight, 5 ounces free yogurt for everybody. Compliments of Holbrook Asphalt.
56-53. Thunder by 3. They've led almost the entire overtime periods, and up and under move is up and good.
Macy Brown again. She's been so clutch.
Been amazing in the extra period.
Yeah, since Skinner fouled out, she is the one that is leading this Ridgeline team and keeping them in it.
55-56. It's a 1-point lead. They go into Jacobson. Back outside to Viafanua. Viafanua to Clough. And they hand off to Heaton. Heaton back to Viafanua with 1 minute to go and a 1-point lead. Viafanua drives in, has it stolen away. Ridgeline comes away with the basketball. And timeout called by Coach Jenks. And boy, a turnover. They didn't even get a shot on that possession, Devin.
Yeah, that's good defense by Ridgeline. But that, I believe, was the last timeout. I think you get 2 per OT. And so now you got to be flawless. You don't have a timeout left, I don't believe. I think Desert Hills will have 1 left.
You're right. They just put 0 on the board for Ridgeline for timeouts. The reset is this with 54 seconds left. Both teams in the double bonus. Obviously, we're in our second overtime. Alternate possession. The arrow is... arrow goes to... Ridgeline.
Yep.
And it's a 1-point Desert Hills lead. Ridgeline, though, with the basketball. Every foul, is a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, I think Desert Hills got caught a little bit between trying to run a little clock there and being aggressive. And they try to kick out pass, and Ridgeline able to take it back over and down by 1. They got a chance to take the lead here.
Desert Hills has 1 timeout left, Ridgeline none. Remember, so long ago.
We're going to have a hard time picking our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game in this one. Hey, we've had so many crucial plays. I don't know if we've seen it yet, though, right? Double OT. I mean, there's a game winner coming, maybe.
Here we go. Ridgeline ball, 54 seconds to go. Bring it in the forecourt. Riverhawks with the basketball. Run a little weave. Brown is trapped in the midcourt. Backdoor pass is not a good one. It's picked up by Viafanua. Desert Hills with the ball, and she just traveled, I believe. Or did they get the timeout first?
I think they called a foul.
Okay. Viafanua tried to slam on the break. She clearly dragged the pivot foot, but was she pushed? Well, the referee says yes, she was.
Yeah, he called that on Macy Brown.
Brown with only 3 fouls. Boy, what a...
Yeah, I saw what you saw. I thought just that back foot trying to stop her momentum did slide a little bit.
Brown with 10 since halftime. Viafanua, free throw good.
She's been really good from the line.
It's a 2-point game.
Huge Fabulous Freddy free throw there. And this one just as big to push it to 3.
She's got 12 after halftime. And the free throw is good. The lead is 3. Riverhawks might need a 3 or a quick 2. See what they can get. 28 seconds to go. Defense by Jacobson, almost fouled. Now the hard drive by Brown. Back outside. Livingston in the lane. Backs it out. Now down to 15 seconds. It's a 3-point game. They need to get a shot up quickly.
They don't have a timeout either.
Livingston drives in the lane, goes all the way to the hole. Lefty shot up, no good. Rebound Jacobson. That might just do it. 6 seconds to go. Foul on the floor. The shot would not go for Livingston on the lefty drive, and now Desert Hills at the line to clinch it with a 3-point lead.
I thought Livingston on that right wing right in front of her bench probably should have took the deep college line 3. Instead, she tries to go to the lay-in with the offhand. Left hand just comes up a little bit short. And Desert Hills.
1 free throw will do it. She has 2. She makes 1. It's a 2-possession game, and you can just let them score. Big free throw for Sade Turlington. It is no good. We've still got a 1-possession game.
Yep, 58-55 up there on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard.
And Coach Janas just used his last timeout.
Well, it worked well last time he took a timeout after Sade missed the first. He came out and made the second one. So maybe he's got the free throw whispering touch. He can figure out something to get her to get this one through. Because
Turlington, by the way, 2 of 5 from the line in the 2 overtimes. But all she needs is 1. She makes this one. It's a 2-possession game. Our game, again, brought to you in part by our good friends at Scott Gibson and Intercap Lending. Also, Fabulous Freddy's. These are Fabulous Freddy's huge free throws late in this game. Hey, fill up, wash it down, enjoy. And by the way, they've got the Car Wash Club. If you're a clean freak, We've got a deal as low as $20. You can have unlimited car washes at 2 Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's.
Ridgeline led by 10 at the half. If you joined us late, it couldn't settle anything in the regulation, couldn't settle anything in the first overtime period. We're in the second overtime period. Desert Hills up 58-55, just 4.6 seconds left on the Nets on Fire clock. And Turlington, if she makes this, then Desert Hills just stops. They don't play defense. They don't want to even contest a three-point shot.
Let them have it, yep. Just run back and stick your hands in the air and don't move.
And I'm pretty sure that's that whole conversation in that timeout was just exactly that.
It was probably when she makes this. You want to instill confidence in your shooter. Turlington, free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though, Jacobson, and the clock is still running. They don't foul her. The game's over.
Wow.
The game is over. They should have hacked her. They should have hit her. They didn't do it. And Desert Hills is your 4A state girls champion.
What a win. Congrats. I'm going to go down the court and see if I can catch up with some of the players. The coach Janos, double overtime. They found a way. What a job closing it out. Sensational.
Devin will head down to the court. We'll keep it right here. Actually, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Devin, take your time. Well, he's already running down there, so maybe we'll take just a minute and stay with it here. Again, it's a final. Desert Hills holds the upset. The number 2 seed beats the number 1 seed, a team with 23 wins on the year. Ron Denos and the DH Thunder are your 4A state girls champions by a final of 58-55. The second overtime, what was it, 7-1 the score in the second overtime. Field goals in the second overtime by Hannah Heaton and Enid Villafanua. Villafanua hit 2 free throws, but no play bigger than that offensive rebound, and Devin is ready to go.
I'm here with Coach Denos. Coach, what are you feeling right now? Double OT, you found a way, buddy.
It just seemed like we kept giving them chance after chance, but hey, you know, our seniors stepped up, and it's called experience, and that's what got us through it.
Take me through. What was the key? Obviously, things changed a little bit when Skinner fouled out.
Well, I told them I want to win on the defensive end because that's what we're known for, and they got it done on the defensive end. That's what won the games for us tonight.
How nerve-wracking was it in the end of regulation, overtime, double overtime, watching your kids shoot free throws? You had to try to seal that at the line.
It's a tough thing. You know what? They've been shooting free throws good all year. And hey, Julie came up with the big rebound. It just didn't matter, right?
It looked like everybody kind of stopped there. That was a weird ending, wasn't it?
It was a weird ending, but we'll take it.
How happy are you for your seniors?
I'm so happy for them because they've been right there on the edge, and they played their hearts out. At halftime, I said, just believe in us. We could get it done, and they did, and they went out and got it done.
How many state championships have you been a part of now? In all your years coaching, different sports coach, and where does this rank?
Well, this is special because of the girls I've had with them so long. I don't know how many I have. I know I have more than on my finger, but this one's special.
All right, Andy, we'll send it back up to you, and then we'll try to catch up with a couple of Coach Denos's players. Thunder are the champs.
All right. Timeout on the floor as they celebrate down there. There is the gold trophy. Desert Hills, your 2021-2022 state champions. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back with more interviews after this.
Are you unsure about your flooring and window covering projects? Look no further than the experts at Brent's Interiors. Brent's Interiors has been inspiring the people of St. George and surrounding areas with our beautiful showroom full of flooring and window coverings. Our incredible design team can help educate you on all the newest design, styles, and color options. Brent's Interiors, just another reason friends send friends to Brent's Interiors, a Flooring America dealer. Visit Brent'sInteriorsFlooringAmerica.com.
I'm here with Enid Villafanua. Enid, some pressure-packed moments in this game. Take me through it, and what are you feeling right now? State championship, baby.
It doesn't feel real. It feels like, I don't know, I have no words to describe it, but I'm just happy our team pulled through and we stayed under control, under pressure. I'm just happy we got all our hard work. We won the big thing. That's all we wanted this season. So
You had a huge assignment of guarding Emily Skinner. She's a great player. Talk about how you were able to contain her a little bit today.
just pushing her to the side. I knew she was going to score no matter what, but as long as I kept her out of the middle, I knew I would keep her off the boards a little bit. But she's a really good player.
You made some pressure-packed free throws. Take me through what that's like in a state championship game. Were you even thinking about it, or were you just getting up there and shooting?
All I had to tell myself was, like, make it, you'll make it, and just see it going through the hoop. I just cleared everything else out.
Congratulations, it's been fun. You're going out on top with the state championship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, go celebrate with your teammates. Back up to you, Andy. That's Enid Vaifanua.
All right, thank you, Devin. Enid Vaifanua with the great comment. Pressure-packed overtime, double overtime game, and Desert Hills gets a win 58-55. Vaifanua, one of the great players in this game as Desert Hills gets a win. Let's take a 2-minute timeout now. We're back with more of the Johnson Pediatric postgame show. Desert Hills wins it by 3, back in 2 minutes.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Communities are built
one connection at a time.
Lives are changed
one moment at a time.
At TDS, we believe in the power of people. We believe in the power of community.
We believe in the power of connection.
So far, over 1,000 employees
have given over 16,000 hours of time
to over 1,000 organizations.
And we're just getting started.
Because we believe
the power of doing good together
powers better tomorrows for us all.
This is Dr. Burke from Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. Did you know that you don't need a referral from your dentist to visit us? That's right. We offer complimentary consultations with no strings attached, no pressure, and no referral needed. We are often asked, what is the best age for me to take my child in to see you? We are in agreement with the American Association of Orthodontists and want to do the first orthodontic consultation at age 7. This will ensure that growth and development are normal and allow for preventive or corrective treatment to ensure that a small problem at a young age does not become a bigger problem later on. Give us a call or visit us online at burkeandbeckstromortho.com and learn how we can help you and your family smile forward.
ESPN 97.7 is proud to be your exclusive broadcast partner for Vegas Golden Knights hockey in Southern Utah. Listen to the Golden Knights on ESPN 97.7 all season long as they battle to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. ESPN 97.7, your home for Vegas Golden Knights hockey. Go Knights, go!
Players over
ESPN 97.7
get a state championship in girls basketball. Not their first one. But definitely a big win for Desert Hills as they were down 10 at the half and fought back into this thing.
What was it? Was it 2015 or 16? I'll have to check. I'll check that. When that last state champ. It was the Bodner-Beckstrand days.
Yeah. Great team. I believe that was in Cedar City, wasn't it, where they won it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
If memory serves. Finals tonight, 58-55. Leading scorer in the game for Desert Hills, 16 points for the interview person Devin talked to, Enid Vaifanua.
She was great, wasn't she? So calm, so composed. I mean, you know, she talked about how it doesn't feel real. Before we went live, she was like, I'm so amped up right now, I feel like I could play more overtimes. But I'm like, I said, Enid, you don't want to do that.
You don't want any more. No.
That's good. I said, you're not tired? She said, no, I'm so jacked up right now. What a cool kid. And happy for Coach Ron DeNoss. I've got to know him over the years, and really good coach, such a great guy. He's had a lot of state. He couldn't even remember how many state championships he's got. He's got more than fit on his finger with all the sports he's been coaching over the years, and he'll try to win some more because he's also the Desert Hills boys golf coach. So hopefully he can add another one to it maybe this fall. So we'll see. But congratulations to the Lady Thunder, Coach Stanos, Coach Frankie, everybody on that staff. That was a hard-fought win, and I feel for Ridgeline. I mean, such an unbelievable team, but they're going to be back. Andy, there's no question they're the favorites next year. With all they don't have a senior on their team, so there's no question that they're going to have some chances to get some rings with Skinner just being a freshman and Livingston, Macy Brown just sophomores. They got a good core. They can keep their chin ups and be proud. I know it hurts, but they're a great team. Great team, just couldn't find a way there to close out Desert Hills, and Desert Hills is your champions.
Going through some highlights here for those of you on the live or on the video stream. I'll go over some Wilkinson stats while we watch those highlights. Again, 16 for Viafanua, 14 for Jacobson. Actually, 4 players in double figures, 10 for Hannah Heaton off the bench.
Hannah Heaton, Andy. I mean, if there was a Sub of the Game award, she would be it. Yeah. She's just a sophomore, and Hannah was playing crunch time, and she was getting it done. I mean, fearless. And this is kind of going to be her team the next 2 years, you kind of feel like.
10 points also in the game for Olivia Clough, 8 for Sade Turlington. She did struggle from the line, though, only 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Rest of the team, though, hit very well. Let me do some math. 15, 19, 22 made free throws in the game for Desert Hills out of, 12, 24, 28, 32. 22 of 32.
Good enough.
That's better than 67%.
Just good enough. Right around their season average, right? They were 68% coming in, and they needed every one of them.
Stats on the other side for Ridgeline. Emily Skinner, feel bad for her. She fouled out in overtime with 17 points. 15, wow, how about Macy Brown in the overtime making, fourth quarter, 4 for 4 from the line. First overtime, 2 for 2 from the line. And in the second overtime, 2 field goals for her 15 points in the contest. 9 points for Paige Daly. 7 points each for Elise Livingston and Haley Smith. And again, 55 points on the board for Ridgeline. And boy, they had a fantastic year. Not the way they wanted to end, though, for sure.
No, and you knew when it got to overtime and then in double overtime that it was going to be bittersweet. One team was going to be heartbroken and the other was going to be elated. And you know what? That's going to drive this Ridgeline team to be better. I mean, there's no question. They're my pick to win the titles. They're cutting down the nets right now. Everybody getting a little souvenir. That's a good basketball team. Great coach and Coach Jinx. They'll be back. They'll be back, Andy.
All right, let's take another timeout. We'll continue our Johnson Pediatric post-game show. Your Desert Hills Lady Thunder are cutting down the nets. They're state champs.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Man, I'm having a hard time working. I know, this Monday's killing. Monday already?
Holbrook Asphalt, they're buying your dessert tonight. And because we got above that 55-point plateau, Holbrook Asphalt gives us the big score dessert. Thunder win, they win state, and they win free yogurt. Cool stuff, Dev.
Yeah, what a fun little promotion. We love Holbrook Asphalt, love the big score dessert. If you're leaving the arena and you're heading out, stop by Yogurtland, not far here from Dixie State University, and just at checkout, ask for the big score dessert. Everybody with you gets 5 ounces free yogurt, and wow, what an overtime thriller, Andy. It seemed like that game just never wanted to end. There's Coach Janas raising the net up. State championship for the Lady Thunder.
Congratulations again to the Thunder. Coach Janas gets to cut the net down. He's probably going to wear it around his neck for a little while as he celebrates with his team.
I wouldn't take that all night. I'd go through the drive-thru. I'd go to Yogurtland. I'd wear that all night long.
One of his players put it around.
It's like the Masters. When you Masters, Phil Mickelson was going through McDonald's getting French fries with the Masters
Wear
jacket
that
on.
green jacket to church,
You don't take that jacket off. You wear that wherever you go.
Dang right. All right, postgame brought to you by Johnson Pediatrics. Let's talk about our player of the game, brought to you by Ernie's 2 Sinclair. Ernie's 2 has you covered. Fuel up and grab a snack like the famous chicken strips at Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station at the top of the boulevard, also in Hurricane Cedar, and the original Ernie's in Beaver. Player of the game, I like Enid Viafanua, but Jacobson showed up in the championship as well.
Yeah, I mean, you take your pick. They both were sensational. Both could be your player of the game. Total team win, though, for the Thunder, wasn't it? I mean, everybody kind of contributed. Julia ended up with 14. Enid had 16. But you had Clough in double figures. You had Hannah Heaton in double figures. I mean, it took everybody to win in a game like this with bonus basketball. Played a full extra quarter, 2 4-minute periods. It took everybody, but they're both seniors, so that's a tough one. I mean, goodness, let's go with Viafanua, and then maybe we give that offensive rebound as the AWP Playmaker Play of the Game and give her some awards too to Julia Jacobson. They're both so deserving. Or you could go with that steal Viafanua just had. And you could give the player of the game to. I mean, there's so much love to go around, Andy.
I'd say let's give it to Viafanua. She had 16 points, very good from the free throw line, and I would say probably 4 or 5 steals in the contest.
Yeah.
And that's our Ernie's 2 Sinclair player of the game. The AWP Playmaker Play of the Game, in my mind, it's got to be that offensive rebound. You miss, it's still a game. They get down and score a 3. We're going to 3 overtimes. Instead, Jacobson takes the ball away. She also had a block on a 3-pointer in the first overtime.
That was big. Yeah, that was really big. That block kind of sealed it. And sent it to that second overtime.
There it is right there. Good job, Dustin, all over it.
There's so many big. It's so hard to differentiate between what was bigger because they're all magnified. It's a state title that's on the line, so they're all huge and all could be your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. The defense of Desert Hills was really solid tonight. Smith broke it down there late. That was a big bucket to keep Ridgeline in it, but Desert Hills, it was their turn. It was their chance, and they were opportunistic and found a way.
Experience means a lot at this level, and the seniors got it done tonight, as you heard. I think Coach Sanas said that. It's all about experience. Our seniors got it done. Again, our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game, the rebound by Julia Jacobson. It's easier than you think to buy direct and save at Appliance Wholesalers Plus, the #1 playmakers in the appliance business. They're open to the public across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. AWP and Jacobson with the block and the rebound, a daily double on this one. And Devin, not sure how we want to do this. Do we want to go back to programming? We're going to stay around, and we've got 50 minutes now until the boys start.
Yeah, I think we'll have Jacob back in the TS studios. Go back to ESPN programming for about 20 minutes, and then right about 5:30, we'll have a nice long half-hour pregame show and really set up this all-Region 10 St. George showdown between Snow Canyon and Dixie.
Desert Hills, your state 4A girls basketball champions. They get it done today, 58-55 in overtime. The boys coming up in about 40 minutes or so, 50 minutes or so, I should say, here from Burns Arena. For Devin Dixon, I'm Andy Griffin, wishing you a good evening from Burns Arena.